we are recording, so whenever you're ready. Dex.
So, Val tried to kill a guy. She tried to kill Jimothy, but she got blasted with a shotgun. Karen and Ace, desperately thirsting in their loins to produce offspring, both got into the vehicle and drove off in a random direction. After a time, when they realized they weren't going any particular direction, they were brought back to the broken egg. And again, having to resist the urge to pounce each other and produce offspring, entered the building. Angel was found on the ground, and Val, because she's mean and evil, decided to kick Angel. I don't know why, but they walked in to find her mercilessly beating Angel on the ground. After a time, I had, Sam and Benedict, and that's about all I remember. Jimothy, the nice fellow that he was stalking outside of the restaurant. We're going to New York.
I have such broken notes that I'm looking at this over here. This is... Here are my notes that I can make up for where we're at. We are Team 73. The grown man dressed in 1900s pinstripe suit that we thought might have been a phantom is the disco god. That is Jethro. I know he was dealing with the guy that's in charge of our section of Hive, but we found out the actual director of Hive is a chick named Catherine. And then there's Heather, who's the Northeastern Regional Manager.
And
Random names. And, I have an empath ability to be able to know a bit more of how people feel about things, while we found out Karen has a prophetic ability and was able to see the end of the world, and looking into prophets, they usually die badly. And I know you took Karen to go talk to Michael, your brother. That didn't go too well.
I think that was like 2 sessions ago, though.
Well, still, it's been a while. But yeah, that didn't exactly go over superly duperly well. But we know that the apocalypse is coming, but we don't exactly know how, what, or what's going on with it. That's about as far as I go on the recap.
And it ended with Karen and Ace speaking sweet nothings into each other's ear.
Even though that wasn't all in order, pretty good. That was pretty good.
Especially because we haven't played in almost a month and a half.
I mean, there was some other spots that Okay, so let me ask y'all a couple questions.
Let me sip on my memory juice to make sure I remember this better.
Angel got possessed.
Okay.
Angel got possessed in the crypts.
Yep. What happened to Angel?
He got unpossessed.
He got sent to hell, and then was pulled back out of hell.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I saved him because I literally yanked him back out of hell.
Yes. So Ace actually opened a portal to hell, direct link portal to hell, to bring Angel back.
Did we ever close that portal?
Yeah, I was just thinking, and this is how the apocalypse starts.
I'm pretty sure I said, because I remember in the thing, I said I was summoning, it wasn't necessarily an open portal, I was summoning, what's his face? What's your character's name?
Angel.
Angel. I summoned Angel and
That's not his character. Not anymore. That's mine. He is mine.
Alright, well, I summoned Angel and only Angels, the way that I phrased it, back from wherever it was he was. So it's not like it was an open gate for, the demon spawn parade to come through. I only brought just specifically him back. Now, if there's anything else that happens to that, well, I can't be held responsible. I can't do things. I was drunk at the time.
Okay. You also banished
Demon Spawn Parade. Sounds like it'd be a really cool name for a metal band.
Alright, so anyways, back to what Tony was saying.
Yeah.
As he mutes himself because we're talking over him.
No, y'all keep going. Go ahead. I'll just sit here and bait while y'all do y'all's thing.
If I type in Demon Spawn Parade into Groovy, I wonder what comes up.
And we're muting
Okay.
Gavin. Go ahead,
So-
Tony. We're all listening.
All right. So, you also banished the Banshee as well. That was a very anticlimactic fight. It was Banshee banish, very quick. Yeah, and then y'all all met Jimothy, the curb driver. Had some interesting sights of him. Not really conversational piece. Yeah, you're all going to New York. What is your mission in New York, guys and gal?
Have we been told yet?
Yes, you did.
Well, I wasn't here for the last hour of the last session, so I have no clue what's going on.
Would the
Okay.
DM like to remind us of the goal?
Yeah,
Yes,
so
I
can we
will.
go? Can the DM can we just go back to that point and start from there?
Yeah. So, just to recap, Samuel tells you that there is a Team 17 in Canada because Ace was like, "Can you send us anywhere more north?" And he was like, "Well, there's a Team 17 in Canada." And then there is also Team 62 and Team 22 are sending precious artifacts back from Moscow to New York. So, y'all's job is to literally just pick up the package and bring it back to headquarters. That is all you have to do. You have to find out where the package is being delivered. They have all the information on where it's being delivered. All you have to do is go pick it up and bring it back.
Super easy
Okay.
job, guys. I'm pretty sure absolutely nothing will go wrong along the way.
This is gonna be pretty simple. So what I'm gonna need, and I'm saying this as Dex, I'm gonna need some radios, and I need all of us to share radios, so that way we can have spy movie jargon. You know, I have the package. The package is secured.
So Samuel tells you that he has other errands that he must run, and has to leave along with Jethro. They have to leave.
Can you swing by Radio Shack or Circuit City for some radios?
Yeah, check with CW. He'll take care of you.
Cool, thank you.
No problem. And yeah, the other chick
So-
that's there, she ends up leaving too. She has other business.
So
Yeah.
just paint a picture. We're in New York now, or we're still
No,
in
No, no, no.
Louisiana?
You're still in Louisiana. You haven't
Okay.
started your trek yet
That's
because
that's,
we
that's
ended.
what I was, okay. That's what I was trying to double check on, because like all
Okay.
these people are here, and I was like, I'm pretty sure these are the Louisiana crew. So we have not left yet. That's what I wanted to make. Okay.
Well, correct.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So if there is anything else in Louisiana, please don't hesitate to let me know.
I'm looking for a candy store.
There is no
These
candy
days in
stores.
Louisiana, because
Yeah.
it always floods with hurricanes. Run
Yeah,
away.
there is no candy store in Louisiana. My whole computer just froze with Fantasy Grounds trying to expand, and I did not want it to be expand.
I don't understand why there wouldn't be a candy store, but okay.
Because you
Okay.
don't accept more dum-dums.
Let me just close out Fantasy Grounds. I don't need that open, actually. Y'all can just tell me what your roles are. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still trying to open up my Adobes and everything for Monster of the Week. And
Man, I just rolled
Because-
3 double sixes in a row. It's crazy.
oh, yeah? You did? Well, you know what they say. You know, you roll 3 doubles again, you go straight to deal. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Ah.
You roll a new character.
And just
Yeah.
right at the top, there's 3 candy stores that are showing up all in New Orleans. There's
Weird.
Southern Candy Makers.
No, they're closed.
Riverwalk, and
Yeah, they're closed at this time.
Like, what time is it?
okay, what about Lolly's Chocolates?
It's
Is
just
that
all
open?
mass renovations, man. You know, they're all getting fumigated.
What about
Yeah.
Laura's Candies? Is that
No,
open?
there was actually
Well,
a
they just
really
got
bad
hit by- yeah.
contagion of mosquitoes that preyed on sugary
There's
trees.
a dum
Oh,
dum
really?
recall.
What about Bernard's Pralines of New Orleans? Is that open?
That one is, but all they sell is
Pralines.
all they sell is macadamia pralines. That's it.
I will get some macadamia pralines then.
down for the
Yeah,
south.
you're all like 15 feet underwater. Please continue.
Okay, well, I don't have to breathe, so I'm gonna swim to the candy store.
All right, you get
Water
to the
log
candy store. You get whatever candy you want. You ask Karen for a loaner. It's all cool because you spent so much money on. All right. So, anyways,
Moving along. Damn
this
it.
is y'all's last night in New Orleans. So, as you all go to bed and start your preparations to head up to New York, a couple things. I'm going to need Karen to roll weird for me, and I'm going to need Dex to roll weird for me. And I'm trying to load Fantasy Grounds back up.
I brain farted. What do I roll for weird?
2 6s.
Oh, okay. That's
You
the
roll
triangle.
2 6s. That's a D4.
Is that a triangle or a square?
Nope, that's a
Square.
Okay.
I got an 11 on my weird.
Get double sixes.
Woo!
You got double 6s?
I got double sixes.
Was that a weird roll for you? Is this the
No.
first time you're doing magic?
Yeah,
It's
I don't
magic.
tend to do that mess. Yeah,
I don't believe any of y'all's rolls for some reason. For some reason,
I
there's just something that's like, no, don't fucking trust these people. They're fucking horrible
I have
players.
0 plus on
I need
magic,
to
so it's
reveal
like
my
it's
rolls.
flat. It's flat 6/6. There's no plus or minus or anything. I don't have any bonuses. I don't do magic. I am frontline infantry, typically. So this is weird.
She's the
AF.
exact opposite of her D&D character.
Yeah.
Until campaign 2, when she's gonna.
Totes.
But yes, I got an
Campaign
11.
2, and I was like, man, it's me. Use magic. 0?
Campaign 2 is going to be, I'm going to go smack everybody with a stick.
Oh. Sharp stick.
Sharp stick.
Sharpie
Pointy
sticks.
stick.
Oh.
Alright, so, yeah, I got an 11.
Okay, so a 12 and an 11.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's start with Gavin, roll a d4. Odds or Dex, evens or Karen.
Alright, that's a 3.
Alright, odds, Dex. You normally don't sleep a whole lot, and by sleep I mean dream. You normally don't dream a lot, is what I was trying to say. But what you do is whenever you do go to sleep, you recall memories, things that occur in your past, things that you've seen, and you just replay these images and things throughout your head. Most of them are just you hanging out with Ace, y'all just doing all types of goofy stuff. A lot of just reading through you've been to one of his business shops, and he's just full of books and all these trinkets and just knickknacks all over the place. And every time it seemed like you picked up something, Ace would come running over and be like, no, don't touch that. And then he would ash his cigarette on the side of the ground. That's really precious. Don't worry about that. And he would just keep on doing something. Then you would touch something else and something else. But there was just this one time where you touched, it seemed like a chain that had it was almost looked like a whip and a chain that was just in his office. And then when you picked it up, he was like, oh, yeah, I never knew what that was for, but I found it on a job one time and I thought it was cool, so I took it. And then you flash to like your vision gets fuzzy, and then you hear your brother Michael talking to you, and he says, Dex, what have you done? And then you see the image of y'all fighting the lady that had the monstrous demon that she was summoning and kept bringing back to life and murdering people in Savannah. And you remember that she too had this chain with chain whip on her side. but you only just now remember it. Like something is clicking together, but you just don't get it.
Okay.
And
Where was I whenever I found this in the dream?
the first time you were in Ace's office, and Ace has bounced around a couple times to a couple different offices, and you've kind of moved with him and helped him move things. So this was just in one of the offices where he just has it's an assortment of just junk. Some of it might be magical, some might not.
Okay. In the last time?
Huh?
And the last time, was I also in his office?
No, the last time was when you were the very last moment when y'all were fighting.
That's right. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the lady. Yeah, whatever that lady was, name, the one over in Savannah. Forget her name. That's my fault. I don't have the notes pulled up right now. My computer's lagging.
Okay.
So, Karen, a couple things. You have this weird dream that's just crazy and unimaginative. It's, just things that normally happen on a day-to-day routine. You're on a shopping spree and you're doing all this stuff and just pampering yourself in this dream, just like you did the other day. But as you're walking down the street, your phone rings. And you see that it's your mother calling you. And she just screams into the phone as soon as you answer it. She just goes, "Karen? Karen, this is your mother speaking. Answer your phone, Karen." And then then you answer and you're like, "Yeah, Ma, like I'm right here. I can hear you." And she's just always a loud talker in the phone. And she tells you, "You'll never guess what your father just did. Karen, are you there?" And then you look at your phone and it's buzzing again and your father's there. So then you hold on, Mom, and then you answer the phone. And then your father tells you, he says, "Now listen, kid. All right, your mom's pissed. Okay? The other day, it was Tuesday, and I wanted tacos. You know, it's Taco Tuesday. They don't call it Taco fucking Saturday, okay? Now listen, okay? We went out to a restaurant that your mother wanted to go to. It was some type of sushi place or something. I don't know. I just know they didn't have tacos. So the guy, I asked him, "Hey, you got any fucking tacos? It's Tuesday." He said, "No, this is sushi." So I bought the restaurant. Now that it's a taco place. Mom's pissed. And then the dream fades. And then you wake up.
So Karen's going back to her home turf then for this next arc.
Yeah, Karen.
Bought sushi place / now taco in
So-
drink.
So Karen picked. You actually picked the. Oh, what was it? The tycoon. So you have an unmeasurable amount of wealth,
I
and
do.
that comes
Yes.
from your parents.
Yeah.
You might not be 100% sure what they do exactly, but your dad is stupid rich. He can do whatever he wants.
Like buy sushi restaurants and convert them into taco joints.
Because they don't call it Taco fucking Saturdays, okay? It's Taco Tuesdays for a reason, right?
White.
I just realized I got a sugar mama. Nice.
Oh, yeah, and your parents hate Ace. They hate him so much.
Yes, he's older. He's like, what? Who's this
He's
guy? He makes nothing of himself.
He's older and married. And, we don't need to worry about it. He's just older. He's this guy.
He smokes, like, heavily.
So
Back in the
He's
19th.
my bad guy. I'm gonna turn good because I can help him, right?
I can fix him.
yeah,
I can't fix him.
But it's okay, because no one likes Val, so it doesn't matter.
Everybody
Yeah.
loves me.
and when you wake up, Karen,
Mm.
and you start making your morning routine, just getting yourself together and drinking your coffee, your phone rings. Starts to ring and it says mother across the top.
Oh, fantastic. Looking forward to that conversation.
Do you answer it?
Yeah.
Just
Painfully, yes.
as soon as you answer the phone, the screaming immediately starts.
Oh, sweet.
Karen?
Oh.
Karen, it's your mother.
Mhm.
Karen?
Oh.
Karen?
Mom.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm
Karen?
here.
Can you hear me?
Joanne, shut up. I'm here.
Listen to me. You'll never guess what your father did. I'm so pissed at him right now.
What did Ray do now?
So, your phone starts buzzing again,
Oh,
and it's your
God.
father calling.
Joanne, I have to go. I have another phone call. I have to go.
No, Karen. Karen?
I have to go. I'll call you back, Ma. All right?
Hey, kid. Kid, are you there?
Yeah. Dad, I'm always
All right,
here.
listen, okay? Look, I'm up in the kitchen hiding from your mom because you know she don't cook shit for nothing, okay? So listen,
She don't.
all right?
Oh, she don't.
She's pissed, all right? She's pissed. Now listen to me. Let me explain, okay, kid?
What
right,
did
look.
you do, Dad?
Okay, yesterday was Tuesday, right? You know I love my Taco Tuesdays, okay?
Right, it's
so
Tuesday.
Listen. Yeah, they don't call it Taco fucking Sunday, okay?
All right.
So listen, that's what I was thinking, but your mom was like, no, I want sushi. And so I was like, okay, let's go get sushi. So we went to the sushi place, her favorite sushi place, because we had to go there on a fucking Tuesday, but I wanted tacos. So I asked the guy, I said, hey, you got tacos? And he told me, he's like, nah, this is sushi. And I said, what the fuck? Like, it's Tuesday, though. What kind of place doesn't sell tacos on Tuesday?
Sushi places, Dad.
Yeah, well, anyways, it doesn't matter no more because now it's called Taco Tuesday. I bought the restaurant last night. It's a favorite restaurant. Shut them down immediately. Called the owner, gave him a check, told him to get the fuck out. I brought in Juanito from down the street, you know, the guy that has the food truck, but now he owns the restaurant. Now they sell tacos every day. So now it's taco every day. Not just Taco Tuesdays.
Can Ma not have sushi on Tuesdays?
I don't care as long as it's not tacos. She can have whatever she wants. But hey, listen, how's the CIA treating you? They treating you pretty good over there? Do I need to call
Yeah, I'm fantastic over here.
Yeah, they're treating you nice.
Absolutely.
All right.
Is Karen a mafia princess? We've got loads of parents that talk like that, and it's like, how's that CIA doing? I'm just saying, if you hear anything about CIA, about the family, that's why we put you through that school.
Hey, listen, if anybody ever gives you any trouble, and then in the background you hear, hey, Ray, I see you, I know where you are. And then he's like, oh shit, kid, I gotta go, I love you, bye. And then he hangs up.
Run, Dad, run, Dad! God damn it.
That was great.
That is strangely precisely how my family would work. I used the real names and everything. I was like, what, Joanne, what?
Writing in my notes, Karen, mafia princess.
So, Val.
Oh shit, yeah. Alright. That's me.
Yeah, you get a pretty nice, peaceful sleep. That's about it. Yep. Nice for playing. Thanks.
I don't sleep, but okay.
Sleep during the day, if anything.
Yeah, I mean, Val can sleep whenever she feels like it. I mean, you still gotta sleep.
I don't.
Well, I mean, once every like 72 hours, you gotta catch a little nap.
I zoned out playing Tetris. That's when I had that dream.
Yeah, and you ended up beating your own high score. It's crazy.
Especially since I wasn't actually there for like the last 30 seconds of it.
Yeah, like divine intervention. Your dad was watching out for you.
Thanks, Dad. You can play Tetris with me anytime.
Let's see. Do we have another player in here? Let me see. Karen, Val, Dex. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. Alright, guys, but that's all I had for the session tonight. So, I guess I'll see y'all in like 2 weeks. No, anyways,
Maybe
alright,
that's
so
what we need to do. We'll just make many episodes of Monster of the Week. We can just like to make that. That's what we play on the break of the actual in Gavin's game. Yeah,
So-
it's just like a 10-minute, like
Like a
let's just,
30-minute
palate
like,
cleanse. We'll
intermission?
play some Monster of the Week.
You're gonna treat it like commercial breaks?
Yeah, basically.
A 30-minute, it's a 30-minute intermission, man. That's what happens during the 30-minute
This episode
intermission.
was brought to you by Dum Dums.
So later on in the day, y'all start packing up your stuff. CW makes y'all some pretty fancy banana nut bread for the road, as is customary for him to do. Now, canon. And you all hit the road. And as y'all's car drives out, and outside of the city, we see the scene sets where the car passes through the New Orleans sign, says now leaving New Orleans, thank you, come again soon, show your tatas, get some free beads. And then
Population.
the car continues to drive, and then we see it pass the state border. Thanks for visiting Louisiana. Then the scene flips. It goes dark. And it lights back up as we see 3 police officers walking down a crypt with flashlights. And we hear one of them go, "Hey, John, I know this is kind of creepy, but we gotta answer these calls. Every time somebody calls, we gotta go down. They said that there was a missing boy down here, and his last GPS location was down here." Then you hear another guy go, "Yeah, but it's still bullshit, man. I don't know why I always gotta keep coming down here. Why can't they send the rope?" Then another man pipes up, says, "Why don't y'all two just shut up? Just keep moving. Sure, we'll get to the end. Our body cams will find nothing, and that'll be it." And we see these 3 police officers go down, and when they enter into the main crypt room, all 3 of them just say, "Holy shit," as they see this tree grown right through the middle of the crypt, and little fireflies lighting up the room. And one of them goes, "Hey, your camera's still recording this shit?" The other 2 are like, "Yeah." And then we hear a soft voice behind him. "My boys, you've come back." And then as the camera fades away outside of the crypt, we hear this ear-piercing scream. And then back at the front of the entrance of the catacombs, we see a figure all dressed in black with a black cloth mask over his face. Only these 2 bright green eyes for the face is all you can see, and a hood covering most of the head, and a long black trench coat. And he flicks his wrist once, and a chain whip comes flying out and snapping to the ground, kicking up a mound of dust as he starts to walk into the tomb. And the scene moves back to the car as now nightfall has fell, and y'all are about 14 hours into y'all's first journey.
Guys, I just want to say, I think we rocked that last mission. Won't have any issues with it whatsoever. Like, we really, like, we actually came together as a team on that one.
Yeah, I feel like we didn't leave any loose ends with that one. We really made sure we really locked that one up tight.
Solid. I mean, we
I'm
left the
glad
body
Josh
there.
has this feeling.
That was, and then what's his face reported the body. But I mean, aside from that, it's pretty good. We did.
I feel like our job is done.
Yeah.
I mean, bravo, go team.
So who's driving this car?
If it's my car, I'm fucking driving the
Hey,
car.
The whole way?
Dex be driving.
Totally. If it's my vehicle, I'm driving the vehicle because I trust no one driving my vehicle.
Hey, Karen, can I drive?
Fuck off. You know the answer to that. I love you, but die over there in the back seat.
I want to do donuts.
No, it's not a thing in this car. No. You can have donuts, but you can't do donuts.
I would like to think right at this point, I see a billboard for donuts on the interstate, and I'm like,
Krispy
pull over.
Shut up. Can we just get there already?
In a minute. Do you have to use the bathroom?
No.
Not you, the other one.
Probably.
Well, I don't use the bathroom, but
Well, then
You
shut
have
up.
a human body. You
Shut-
would.
Shut up.
hey, you mind if I adjust the radio?
I'll
No.
kill you. If you touch any of these buttons up front, you're in the back seat, Brachevsky.
I'm gonna reach forward and just try to snap one of the buttons on the radio. Just
I
pop-
will slap him violently.
I'd like to think as soon as I press the button, it immediately goes to "We are never, ever, ever," and then I start jamming out.
It's like Taylor Swift. I'm like, I will fucking kill you. I beat him senselessly till he
I
sits
will help
back.
you. I will help you. Come on, girl. I will help you.
Change
kill
the
him.
channel. Buckle up or die. Those are your options.
Al's gonna light a cigarette.
Whoop. That's what it swaps to whenever you change.
That's
the radio.
fine.
So,
You can smoke in here. It's fine.
Karen,
Hold on
as
to the
you're,
back window.
as you're driving, about, I want to say about 16 hours into it,
Huh.
your GPS navigation system goes all staticky, and then it pops back on. And right at the last minute, it tells you to make a right turn through Washington, D.C., rather than to stay on the main road straight to New York. It tells you there's traffic jams and all these different things pop up. And it's just like, this is the fastest route. Do you want to take the fastest route?
I'll take the route.
Okay.
Karen, I don't know if you've ever seen horror movies, but this is how horror movies start.
Our life is a horror movie because you exist.
So
I'm just saying.
you're about
I am a horror
you're about 16 hours into the drive before you get to Washington, D.C. Do you want to stop and rest here or continue going? Because it tells you that you only got about 3 more hours left to your destination of New York City.
I would stop to just take like the nearest gas station, preferably a reputable gas station, like a
Go
QT or
get your
racetrack,
big lug.
I
want
mean,
to see the house.
to pee.
at 16 hours,
Snacks.
you were all exhausted. Your backs are stiff. I mean,
Right.
y'all aren't getting any younger.
Just
And
to
it is-
stretch a little bit, walk
I'm not getting
around,
any older either.
take a pee break, what have you,
Karen,
that kind of
go to
jam.
the White House. I want to see the White House.
You can dream of the White House. Go piss.
I just want to pass by.
Just go piss.
Well, I don't have to urinate, but
Oh my god, stop talking.
Well, I totally do. So
Come on.
bye.
Come
Actually,
on.
yes, you do,
What-
Ace. Dex. You're not omnipotent. Okay.
Hey.
Since you're on Earth, you have to assume a mortal form, and the repercussions of a mortal form is sometimes your back gets a little stiff, and you got to use the bathroom. That's what
Yeah.
happens.
Castiel
You can get indigestion. What?
Castiel never has to go to the bathroom.
Well, we're not playing Supernatural. This game's called Monster of the Week. Tony's the keeper. Fuck Gavin.
Bitch.
Come on,
Go
Kev.
piss already, jeez.
Come on, Dex. Let's go get you some dum dums.
I would like to use angel wings and go to the White House.
No,
Have you ever been to the White House?
I will look up a picture on my phone of the White House.
I will
No.
literally,
Pictures
Counterspell.
aren't locations.
I will literally grab your wings and say, "You fucking do it, and I will fucking kill you myself with my bare goddamn hands." Go piss already.
I'm still gonna try.
Go fucking piss.
Okay.
Ah.
I
Go
would
ahead.
I would like to go to the Oval Office, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to roll for this one because you've never been to this location before, and you've never actually seen it.
Okay. Well, how do I do this?
You roll for weird, and let's figure out like as if you were teleporting more than one person.
That's an 8.
Oh, okay. The Oval Office.
Yes.
Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
You go exactly into the Oval Office, man, and you are there.
Cool. I've been here. I immediately leave.
It's actually the oral office. He's on a porn shoot.
Yes.
I wasn't.
He's actually in the restroom.
I'm going to immediately, quickly, as fast as possible, leave.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're in the you see a thing that says "Welcome to Warm Springs, Georgia, White House Historic Site," and you're in the Oval Office of the White House.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the gas station.
Which gas station? Roll for weird again, man, because it is pitch black outside. You have no idea where you're going.
I saw the gas station.
Roll for weird, Kevin. Do it.
Okay, that's a
Okay. All right, you get there.
Solid. Okay.
You get there.
Okay.
Fucking worth it. Dildo.
No, it was
Shut
not.
up. No one asked.
Uh,
Moving
Yeah,
along.
I was just gonna walk
No,
in.
fucking just for the love of Christ,
Karen's
use the
going
bathroom or
full-blown
sit in
Karen.
the fucking car.
16 hours on the road does not suit well with her, so
I
let's
will
tone down.
murder you with my goddamn hands.
So, Ace, as you're,
Where's a cheese stick?
I take it Ace is the guy that's always filling up the gas tank, even though he's like, "Hey, Karen, can I get your card again? Hey, Karen, like, yeah, we need more gas. Hey, Karen, can you get this one? I got you." But he is always the one
that
topping
never
off the
gets
tank.
So
So,
leave the gas station with a tray of nachos and a slushie.
Fine.
Ace, while you're sitting outside,
35.
Dex teleports off after having a discussion with Karen. Karen's fuming. Val walks into the gas station, and you're just sitting outside, and you just notice, like, off in the distance, there's like this car that's pulled over on the side of the road with his headlights on, and the moment you look in the direction, the headlights cut off. And he's like a good couple 100 feet away from you.
I want to use my detective insight to try and read
Okay.
a bad situation.
Yeah, go for it. Roll.
Read a bad situation. That'd be sharp.
Okay. All right. What's your question?
So let's see, on a, what was that, a 10? Hold 3. So, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
No.
Have I noticed this yet?
Nope. You're getting nachos and a slushie. Just
You're
big
right.
old Slurpee.
A blue one.
What's the biggest threat?
Karen, she's fuming. You can see steam fuming out of her ears
Well,
right
I mean,
now.
if we can survive Karen, we can probably survive whatever's going on with that car.
Solid threat.
Mm. So let me put it this way: if I wanted to phrase this in a specific situation, if I wanted to investigate that car and see what was going on with it,
Yeah,
what's
I
the
will
best
say that.
way? It's like, what's the best way in? And I want to say that is if I want to get kind of just to go check it out.
So let's say this. Okay, so investigate a mystery is also the same as read a bad situation. I should have corrected you and said look at the questions on investigate a mystery.
Okay.
I think those will be better for you, and just restart your questions with those. So you
I
get
have
to
a
hold
bonus to
2.
that, but does not apply
Yeah.
to this. I have a +1 to find someone, track someone, or find info on someone.
Mhm.
I mean, so badass. We turned off his headlights and all that. I'll say what is being concealed here, but I mean that more of like, in a way of like, not just like what's being concealed here. There's a car.
Yeah,
Like,
so-
who's trying to keep
So
himself
with
hidden?
your assortment array of just artifacts and little trinkets, you know that when you're when you're struggling with your eyesight, sometimes you pull out a little monocle to help you see a little better when reading, and you kind of put this monocle up to your eye and you cast just a little bit of magic through it so that way you can extend your vision. And you look at this car, and at the same time you look at this car, you see another Freightliner coming down the road, and his high beams hit this car right at the right time, and you can just see Jimothy sitting in this very old run-down Volkswagen, and he's just sitting there just like he has his hands on 10 and 2 like he normally does, but his head is tucked down in behind the steering wheel, but you know it's him. You know it's him.
I say nothing about it, and after I fuel up the gas, I will definitely go and use the restroom and find me some snacks while
Okay.
having Karen's card.
Yeah, you definitely. And it's
During my
crazy.
ATM card.
You know what's crazy is that you've only seen Karen ever use one card, and it's just this black card. It doesn't have any name on it, no numbers or nothing. But every time you swipe that card, it works. It's never failed. Like, now you have a whole wallet full of cards, and you know for a fact that every one of those cards at some point in time has failed you and declined a transaction. But this one black card that she has that she always uses, it always works. It's crazy.
It's
Have I
called
walked
money.
out of the gas station yet?
What's that?
I'll say
No.
I'll say you will be leaving the gas station at the same time as Ace. Yes.
Did I notice the car?
No, you did not. You're focusing on your nachos and your slushy.
Hey, where did you go?
Nachos. Gee.
Did you teleported inside for the nachos?
Oh, no. I tried to go to the Oval Office, but instead it took me to some crappy place in Georgia.
You're not good.
So let's make a soft rule. Let's not teleport to any high in political. Just not the White House. Not the White House. Future reference. Let's not do the White House.
Or the Pentagon.
Well, I was.
Or
gonna
the
do
Pentagon. That's a good one too.
Or
Yeah.
the Statue of Liberty. That'd probably be a bad one too.
You know what? No, the Statue of Liberty can still be a thing. It's tourist attraction. I'm okay with that.
It's
But-
pretty empty usually.
White House, Pentagon. That's a no-no until future reference. Can we agree to that, there, Dex?
I guess. I guess.
My man. You want to split those nachos?
You can have a nacho.
I will go and get some nachos.
That was gonna.
And then after getting the nachos,
cigarettes.
I'll walk out and see Karen's car holding this greasy pile of nachos and like, oh no, this would be bad. And I will go put the nachos in the trash can and go get a cleaner snack to eat in the car.
I was like, your seat.
I
Your
am-
seat.
So are they leather seats?
Yes.
Okay. Because by the point that Karen comes back,
There is a seat in the back where Karen has strapped a trash bag to, and that is the seat that Dex always has to sit at.
yeah,
It just has this plastic wrap around the seat.
It's just a
I've
side
already accidentally dropped a nacho by the point she comes back to the car.
background.
I'm gonna walk in, grab 2 cartons of cigarettes, walk out, walk to the car, and throw 2 cartons. I'm actually gonna buy 4 cartons, and I'm gonna throw 2 cartons to Ace. I'm gonna get in the car.
Did you say a carton?
4 cartons.
4 cartons.
What? How much do you smoke, dude?
That's like, what is that like? That's over $100 for the cigarettes.
They're like
I haven't
cartons
smoked
are
in a while. But
They're like $60 a carton.
I will.
Yeah.
that's like over $200 worth of
Let me pull up
cigarettes.
Velastros and just turn down your good deed, and I'll look at the carton and be like, "Oh, this ain't my brand. Thanks."
Yeah,
And I just kind of like put it away.
So I'm standing outside of my vehicle, pissed, as usual, because that's my jam.
I've got nacho cheese all over my lips. I'm like, this is really good.
Oh my god. Okay, so I asked Dex.
Yes, yeah.
I asked Desk.
I pray to death to kill Dex really quickly.
Can I do some magic?
For a pack.
Yeah.
For a
I
pack.
want
Like
to.
just toss me a pack, would you?
Oh, yeah, here.
Oh, thank you. I'm just gonna suck on one of these for the next 10 days. It's fine.
Oh wait, Karen didn't even smoke. What is this?
I don't smoke, but I do now because of your assholeness.
I would like to do one thing that's beyond human limitations.
Okay. What is it?
I want to make it so that the nachos are like self-cleaning, like they leave no remnants or anything behind when they're eaten.
Okay, roll 1d6.
Well, it's I roll weird for this.
Fine,
Unless you have
whatever. Fine.
What are you doing over there? Yeah, 2d6. Okay.
I'm mimicking this
All right.
thing.
And I get an extra +1 for do
Do.
one thing beyond human limitations.
Sure.
So,
Because
well,
I
actually,
not
I clicked on the wrong button. But either way, I have a +3 for weird, and then another +1, so it's a +4.
Just
so that
inhale
would
in
be
your
8.
mouth. Don't inhale it in your lungs yet. You gotta work up to that.
I'm new.
You're gonna die. Don't die.
Am I?
So what is that? That makes an 8?
Yeah, but +3 to weird, and an extra +1 for whenever I use
Okay.
that particular sound
Yeah,
project.
so you cast it on Dex's nachos to be self-cleaning, and Dex, you watch as he casts this spell towards you, and you look down, and your plate is full of nachos, and then you eat a nacho. Then you reach your hand back down, and now you have literally half of a container. And then you're like, oh, man, these are really good. I've been smashing them real hard. You eat another one, then you look down, and now there's a quarter of the container left, and it is just dwindling. That you can start to see that they are just slowly starting to evaporate pretty quickly as y'all have already jumped back into the car
Please
and
stop.
started going.
I am eating these nachos like a fucking pig to try to get as many of them in my mouth before they disappear.
But there is no mess left behind by the nachos.
No, there isn't. You go to lick your chops, dude. There is no cheese left over on those chops.
I would like to do something beyond human limitations.
No, too late.
No, this is unrelated.
Okay.
I would like to, with all the gale force of a tornado, suck down that entire slushy in about half a second.
You can just do that.
I mean, that's definitely beyond human limitations.
Yeah,
You take
you
3
you
points of
can do
psychic
it.
damage from the brain freeze.
Yeah, take 1 harm for just saying what you said to me.
Wouldn't that be cold damage?
You're about to take 2 harm for being an idiot.
All right, so
As I do this, I say, "Hey guys, watch this!" As you literally see my skull turn blue.
Ace, you see as y'all hit the road again, and you keep going down the road, you get a couple 100 feet away from the gas station, those headlights click right back on.
Nice.
Hey Karen, I have to pee again.
Fuck off.
So-
Karen is mad.
At some point during the drive, you know that it's been about 22 hours into this drive, and you're like, we should have been there. Like, it was only a 22-hour drive. We should be there by now. And the GPS is taking you off-road. You've hit the reconnect button multiple times. You just don't know what's wrong. But you are just following it as best as you can. You've even pulled over at a couple gas stations, reconnected service again, all to just keep telling you to take the same route. And you eventually pass by this sign that says, "Welcome to Brendan T. Breyer State Forest." And you're just like, what the fuck? You pull over into a rest stop, and you find a pamphlet in this rest stop, and you find out that you're not in New York. You're several hours away. This rest stop reads, "Welcome to New Jersey, home of the Jersey Devil."
The fuck?
Yeah, this
Like-
is so let's make smarter decisions than people make in horror movies. We literally was just led to a forest, so I say we just turn back around.
Oh, yeah, you were in the middle of this forest, out in the middle of... So let me explain this. You have gone off-road for several hours, and ended up in the middle of this forest. And in the middle of this forest, you found a welcome station, and it's kind of like a gift shop for the Jersey Devil. You pull in, and it's this big winged devil creature that's out front, and then you're just like, what the fuck is this? And then there's a huge welcome to New Jersey, home of the Jersey Devil sign above it, the door. And you go in, and there's just all these pamphlets and magazines, and just little miniature toys and all kinds of just knickknacks all over this gift shop. And it's about morning time, because it's almost been about 24 hours since y'all have gone started driving. So it's just right around breakfast time right now.
Me still being naive, seeing the devil, I'm gonna start freaking out. They worship the devil here. They worship the devil here. We have to leave. They worship the devil.
Just shut up.
God, please shut up.
Shut up. It's figurative. Grab
The devil's
food.
not that bad.
No, just grab. Fucking.
Whenever you say it's figurative, you hear a voice come from behind the counter, and this like goth-looking chick pops her head up, and she goes, "No, it's not. We do worship the devil here, the Jersey Devil."
What are you, 12? Shut up. Just
Maybe.
grab food and GTFO.
Maybe I'm 12 in demon years. That makes me.
Oh my god, shut
107.
up. No one on earth. God damn
I'm gonna
it.
show my fangs.
She shows you her fangs. Nice
I am
fangs.
going to
Did you
use
get them from Spencer's?
cast out
No,
evil.
I'm gonna full on fang out.
Yeah, she
Spencer. I heard
She gets
Spencer.
nice CGI. Cop.
Cop, really?
I try and walk up to talk to her, but as soon as I get out of the car after being in there for 24 hours, all you hear is snap, crackle, 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 pop, and I was like, oh, I gotta reset myself. You guys, I'll catch up.
Tony, I walk through the door, immediately say, "Be gone, fiend." Say, "Be gone, fiend, devil worshiper," and I'm gonna use cast out evil.
Okay. Go for it. And you're doing this to like this pubescent child, goth child that's sitting behind a guest counter.
Part-time job.
On a 7 to 9, it takes a little while for the It says you may banish an unnatural creature from your presence. On a 10,
okay.
Yeah, on a 7 to 9, it takes.
No, you don't have to read anymore. You don't have to. It doesn't do nothing, dude. It doesn't do nothing. This is just a person.
I look at
She's
her.
like,
You're a.
she's like, I will be gone once my master summons me home.
You're a faker. You're not a devil. I just tried to use hours on you to make you appear, and
you're a faker.
Here.
Maybe your powers just don't work because I'm too powerful.
I don't think so. I fought ghosts and monsters.
Thinking and knowing are two different things, stupid.
I'm an angel.
Sure.
I flash my blue eyes.
Yeah, like the other guy. Nice CGI, cop.
You're right. I am a cop. Do you?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Here?
Huh?
Do you sell anything illegal here? Show me your merchandise.
No.
You worship the devil.
Yeah, I do.
I'm sorry about my friend.
Satan.
He hasn't slept in some time. We've been we kind of gotten lost. So.
I don't sleep. I'm an angel of the Lord.
Oh, shut up.
Well, nobody is lost here. They're all found under the ever watchful eye of the Jersey Devil.
Okay, where is this Jersey Devil?
He is here. He is there. He is everywhere.
He's my brother.
Okay, where is the nearest place to get food?
She just shrugs. I ate the bugs that crawled through the forest.
Okay, awesome. Where exactly are we?
Hey Val, if you want to get food here, you have my blessing. If you
you're in the Pine Barrens, New Jersey.
Alright.
I'm gonna whisper in Val's ear, you should eat her.
I'm gonna go find a brochure map.
Where's your parents?
I don't have parents. I was born of the darkness.
Okay, at this point, even Dex is gonna throw up in his mouth a little bit.
Sweetheart, I was born into darkness.
Then we are sisters of the
We are
darkness. Oh, Lord.
We are
The devil.
Well, my friend's darker than you. As I point to Val.
Yeah, that's exactly what a cop would say.
That's exactly what a cop would say. Is exactly what a cop would say. Cop.
Hey,
Nice try, cop.
Twilight, am I right?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I like the last one the best, when they all died. Horrible deaths.
Well, you're about
But
to
the
die a
book's
Of
horrible
way
old
better.
age.
You're about to die a horrible death if you don't tell me.
Good. That's what I want. That's my most deepest desire.
Is it? I'm gonna step really close.
She's behind a counter.
Oh yeah, that's fine. And now
So
I
you
have.
step up to the counter.
Oh yeah. And I'm gonna lean in, look directly into her eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna charm person
Yeah, go for it.
because.
Yep, nothing like charming a minor. Don't need to call the cops for that.
So, Karen, what are you doing while they're all doing this shenanigans?
Flipping my shit in the corner, like,
Yeah. So when you go to your phone and you try to like zoom out of your location, it just spins. Like it just keeps spinning. You try to click a button to re-navigate to New York, and it just says connection failed, no service,
of course.
and then it shows that you have no bars of service or anything like that out here.
That's what the government does. Yeah. It's.
And as you're outside, just walking
an
around
11.
with your cell phone up in the air, just walking around, you see this one car flashes its lights and then just shuts off. It's probably a couple 100 feet away from you.
That's weird. Let me approach.
Would you roll on?
An 11.
Yeah, I mean, where did you roll?
I rolled it in the dice rolls.
Dice rolls. Oh, and
Yeah.
Discord.
Yeah, because Fantasy Grounds isn't rolling for me. So
Where do
I
we
got
see
a-
dice rolls? Oh, bots down at the bottom.
Yep.
Okay, so you rolled a 2 and a 6 for an 8. And
Yep.
then
And I have
+2.
+3. I have +3 on charm.
+3 for charm. Okay.
So I get a roll of 3.
And let me see, what does your class get? Do they get something good, like any moves for charming people?
I get I have mental domain. When you gaze into a normal human's eyes, you exert your will over them. You roll plus charm on a 10 plus hold 3. You may spend your hold to give them an order. Regular people follow your order, whatever it is. Hunters can choose whether they do it or not. If they do, they mark experience.
Okay, so what do you want to do? Or what do you want her to do?
Stop being a little shit.
Fuck off.
Tell me the truth. Where is the nearest town?
5 miles west.
Thank
You
you.
have 2 more holds.
I know. Second, tell me the truth about this Jersey Devil.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know any truths. Only stories. Myths.
Then tell me the myths.
Oh, that's gonna take forever.
Why is the Jersey Devil so popular?
Because this is where he's from.
Who is the Jersey Devil?
Don't know. He just showed up one day. Been here ever since.
Gotcha. Now, I want you. Does anybody else have anything else you want me to do
I have something I would like to do.
besides Dex?
Tony, I have something I would like to do.
Karen,
All right.
Karen, what would you like me to have her do?
She's outside playing with her phone.
Ace. I see you over there in the corner.
I
Is
have
there
something
anything else you need to know?
So, Tony, I would like to use magic.
Oh my gosh. What are you trying to do?
I am going to use Hex. The target contracts a disease.
I'm gonna say no.
Come on, why not?
Nope. Mm-mm.
So I looked up this really funny disease. It's this brain abnormality. Just come on, let me do it,
No.
please. Why not?
Because I said so. We're not gonna spend our entire game you casting hexes on every single person. We got shit to do tonight.
This is my first time I've casted Hex.
No, it's not.
All right, I'm gonna look at her and go.
Remember the diarrhea?
Well, this
Listen to nobody. Listen to nobody for 24 hours and act like a dog.
Why would I do that? That's just stupid.
I got 3 holds.
Yeah, you already asked 4 questions.
Okay. Well, it's not asking questions, it's telling her to do things. Just because I asked
Sure.
questions, I didn't tell her to do anything.
You said, tell me the truth.
I said, tell me the truth. That was the second one.
And the third one.
No, it was not. It was a conversation at that point.
Anyways, she does not do it. This one fails.
So she's a hunter.
No.
That's the only other way, man. That's how it's
No.
written.
No, you've asked 4 questions. I gave you the 4th question, but those are your 3 holds.
All right.
So, Tony, let me use a disease. Come on,
No.
please.
Kevin.
Alright. So, Dex, what are you doing?
I would like to use a disease.
Oh my god. Okay, go ahead. Use a disease.
All right, what do I got? That's a 14. So I'm going to give her. It's a rare caused by a brain abnormality that people can develop. It's only been recorded 60 times ever in history. I'm going to give her foreign accent syndrome, which causes her to be forced to speak in a foreign accent due to a brain abnormality. It is a real disease. You can look it up.
Okay. So she looks at all of you and she goes, okay, just imagine she's speaking an accent. I don't want to do too much. I'm lazy. Just call me lazy. But she looks at you and now she's speaking in a British accent. She's like, I have a huge wedding coming in like 10 minutes. So I need y'all to either buy something or get out.
I'm just going to buy a drink. Something bottled.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
Beer. Say a root beer. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be $5.99.
Don't you mean pounds?
No, $5.99.
Oh, okay. Sure, I give her the money.
I leave. Period.
All right.
No drinks. Nothing.
Yeah. And then she looks at you, Val. Yeah, so like I said earlier, like buy something or get out.
You have blood?
Yeah, of course I have blood.
I would like a pint of your blood.
No. Oh
Sweet.
my god. Just
That'd be like $40.
That's it.
I leave. I just.
Yeah, she
Look,
goes
I'm like,
into the back room, just opens up a freezer and just brings you like a little pint bag. It's like a Ziploc pint bag of blood. She's like, there you go.
Oh my Jesus.
Thanks.
No problem. Get out.
It's a
Don't
regular
tell people you
Tuesday.
got that.
No.
I'm just going to literally open the bag in Karen's car and just start slowly trickling it into my mouth.
Yeah, you can most definitely tell that it's like
Spill
ghost
anything, and I will
Hey,
murder
what's that?
you
What's that
with
you
my
got?
bare hands.
Is that
blood.
Capri Sun?
It is most
In your
definitely not
eyeballs.
human. It's like goat. I am.
Is that complete?
Karen, we need to leave before I go back in there and drain her.
I will murder you within your eyeballs. I'll remove your eyeballs. And then poke.
Hey, 3 miles
furiously.
west. We just gotta go 3 miles west. Can we go 3 miles west?
You spill anything, I will murder you.
It's already gone out the window. I've already drank it. It's fine. It sucks. Anyways, 3 miles west to the nearest town.
Fine. You are
So-
lucky, little boy.
I am not a
Move
boy.
on. Oh,
So
you
the moment
no good the choice.
your car starts up and starts heading down the road, all of you hear, even over the sound of the newly revved engine turning over, you hear this loud screeching noise
Yep.
coming from, it seems like, everywhere all around you.
I'm gonna get out the car.
Okay, what the,
I am not going to get out of the car.
the fuck is that?
Yeah, you just, Val, when you get out of the car, right when you look over to where the sun is starting to rise, you just see this, like, giant bird creature just fly, like, nosedive straight into the woods.
Val, get back.
I
in
am
the-
faster. I am faster than normal humans. I am going to run.
Oh, no, this was way off in the distance. Like, way down, because you're in the mountains. So this is, like, way off in the distance.
Hey, Karen.
Hmm?
There's a Birdman in the woods. Go that way.
RV Birdman.
There's only one road. Let me rephrase this. There's only one road, and the road does not lead in that direction. The road goes east to west, and this creature was to the, like, southeast.
Okay, we gotta go southeast because there's like this bird creature that just, like, I think that's where the sound is coming from.
Nope.
We gotta go that way.
You don't
Absolutely
say.
not.
So Val,
After we rest?
very-
After we rest.
No, I'm not going there at all. I have priorities, and Harvey Birdman is not one of my priorities.
Well, then let's just go to town so we can sleep. It's 3 miles
Yeah.
to the east. It's 3 miles to the east.
Everybody get back in the goddamn car if
Never
you
got out.
exited.
I'm getting in.
Can I investigate a mystery?
And we're driving now.
Sure. But y'all are driving.
Sure, it's more just like I'm trying to make. Do I know what the thing was, or did it look abnormal? Was it like an actual bird or like some kind of demon?
Well, okay, so I will say if you did not get out of the car, you couldn't have seen it.
Well, I was making a bottle for the baby, so I don't know if I would have gotten out of the car or not. So I guess.
Okay, yeah, just go ahead and make an investigate a mystery.
Can somebody roll
And-
2d6 for me? And I think I have a +3 to investigate a mystery.
Yeah, let's just, yeah. Do you know the questions, or you want me to repeat them?
I'm pretty sure I know.
Repeat them.
Okay.
Well, first let's have somebody just roll for me, because I'm.
Gavin, can you please roll your weird? Alright, so he gets a +1 for that, so that makes it 12.
Oh wait, that was investigate a mystery for him, right?
Yeah, he gets a +1. You have a +3, he gets a +1 to that. So he gets a +4 on top of it.
The only times I get a +1
that's with
is
my
if I'm trying
modifier.
to track someone or get information on someone. Well, I guess if it's good
Correct.
information on that, so yeah.
So
Correct.
that was the 11 was with my +3 already added.
Yes, but he gets a +4, so you add a 1 to the 11.
To investigate a mystery? Damn.
Yes.
I'm a detective.
When he's after someone. He has to be after someone to activate his private eye.
Okay, gotcha.
And I don't mean his butt hole.
Okay.
Either.
Anyways, so what questions would you like to ask?
What kind of creature was it?
Ooh. So, still having the monocle in your hand, you whip it up just in time, and it looks exactly like the statue that is standing, towering over the car 10 feet from it.
Okay, so here's a random question. And I don't know if Ace would know this, so you can determine that. I just assumed the Jersey Devils were like the New Jersey, like,
I thought it was a
local
sports
baseball team or something. Yeah. Is that a thing, or do I not even know?
So Ace would definitely know of the Jersey Devil myths and lore. Does Sean know anything about the Jersey Devil?
Yeah, that's a negative.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different things about it, like what it looks like, and everybody. So imagine, um, hold on, let me just. Let me just add this picture to the. So there's a picture of the Jersey Devil, and I'll just add it into the group. But it's basically just like if you could think of like a half bat demon creature with hooves and like antelope horns on the top of its head. It looks like a crazy creature.
So let me. I don't. You can even make this part of the roll for the questions here, or however you want to do it. Um, what do I know about the Jersey Devil as far as like the lore is? Like, I get that's what it looks like, but is it violent? Is it known for doing a specific thing, like abducting children, or
The Jersey Devil, it's it has different things about it, and it's like it really just murders people.
just like anybody, or is it a killer
Yeah,
of
just
killers, or just like literally just
no. Think about like a feral devil, some type of little devil. It's
okay?
like a little devil that's hanging around Jersey.
Let me ask this. Because I don't know I don't know the mystery things off Sam. Is there anything about like where did it come from? Where did it go, Cotton Eye Joe? For the
Philadelphia, New Jersey.
well, I mean for the
It's just
investigative
always been
mystery
here.
questions. Because we see this
Oh,
thing flying overhead. Is there any way to kind of discern where it's headed towards or where it came from?
in the woods would be the best thing to the southeast, deeper into the mountain range.
But like, can we kind of discern where it's going? Like, is it headed west towards the town?
No, like I said, it's heading deeper into the mountain range
Okay.
to the southeast.
What are yeah at that point? Because I get what, two more questions.
Now, when I say that it kills, really, there hasn't been a death that has been claimed by the Jersey Devil in like the past 70 years. It really, a lot of people kind of brush it off as just for insurance purposes. You can just be like, oh, all my livestock died from the Jersey Devil, and it's been going on for so long. People like it's actually verifiable through the insurance companies that you can lose livestock from the Jersey Devil for insurance reasons. So you've actually probably done a private eye for somebody at one point in time where they were like, "Hey, look, this is my cousin's shady dealings. Go help him out real quick." And you had to, let's say you had to solidify some legalities for this guy to actually claim that his livestock, quote unquote, air quotes, was killed by the Jersey Devil. But other than that, you've never really had interactions with the devil. You just kind of did some shady dealings for some extra money one day. You're
Okay.
like, oh yeah, like yeah, the devil totally killed this guy's livestock, and the insurance company was like, yeah, this guy seems legit. He's a legit businessman, private eye.
I really like how the more and more we learn about Ace in this session, it's not just nothing painted in a positive picture. Okay. All right. So
I mean, you do what you have to get by sometimes.
yeah. Or you just find a sugar mama. So that's where we're headed. So what are the other investigative mystery questions? If there's anything else I can ask here.
Let me see.
Because I got a half asleep baby in my
Investigate.
arms that I'm trying to feed. So
I actually copied it, and so it's a little ways.
What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? And what was it going to do? What is being concealed here?
all right. Well, I already asked where can it go, so we'll count that one.
And what sort of creature is it?
Yeah. So that I get. What is it? 3 questions and 1
Mm-hmm.
off the script question. So the third on script question we'll say is what can hurt it.
You don't really know for sure, 100%, but silver seems to always work on just about anything. For some reason, just silver seems to work on just about any monster. Silver and fire. Fire and magic. Magical
So,
fire.
Knowing what I know of the general arcane knowledge, this has been my off-script question. What might be my first instinct of why it would become active after not hearing anything really about it for the last 70 years?
It's not that you haven't heard anything about it. It's that it hasn't killed a human in 70
it's more
years.
Like, what would make me think that it might become active now?
It has still been active. You can assume after seeing it that maybe all of those insurance claims weren't 100% lies. Is what you can ascertain now. Maybe all of those insurance claims that you filed weren't total bullshit.
Okay. I figure that covers my role pretty well, so I'm good.
Yeah, the IRS is also after you.
Come on. How do I have this much debt when I don't spend any money? Like,
I don't know, you figure it out.
Man, what a catch Ace is. Let me tell you guys.
Tony, can I read a bad situation?
No, you sat in the car. We're done with you.
Hey,
Karen, where are you driving to?
Seriously now.
You're eating nachos furiously.
I am. Well, I assumed I would have scarfed those down by this point.
So Karen, I take it you didn't stop when you heard the screaming. You just kept driving, huh?
Yep.
Okay, so are you driving into town?
Absolutely.
So you notice when you pull out of this gas station, that car a couple hundred feet pulls out of its parking location at the same time.
Not weird at all.
Does
Sarcastic.
anybody else notice that?
Nope, you're furiously eating nachos.
I finished those like 7 hours ago.
You're slurping down your slushy going, watch me guys, watch me.
I'm drinking a root beer. You're telling me I've gone a 22-hour trip and didn't notice there was a car following us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're squirreling like crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've only recently noticed it when they were at a complete stop.
I'm assuming Ace would keep tabs on this, even though he knows.
Oh yeah, you noticed.
Okay.
You definitely noticed.
Anything.
No, I'm good.
So
I want to go say hey to Jimothy. Let me go say hey to Jimothy.
Knowing that that's what you would do, I'm good.
So you get into this little like hodunk town in the middle of nowhere, and it just says something like the White Lightning capital of the world. Like, welcome to John Davison Township.
Nah.
And
Moonshine.
it's just like the most 1980s buildings that you've ever seen. Just like log buildings. And you can just tell that this place is just outdated. There's like one stop sign in the middle of town.
Right.
But you just see like this offset like CVS off to the side, and it looks like the most modern building in this entire place.
Right?
A big building that just says motel.
So we're still going deeper and deeper into the heart of Jersey now, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But you're only a couple miles away from the Welcome Center.
Right. I'm just gonna Ace, who did not want to, like, he did not understand how GPS works. Why are we in Jersey? I mean, I get that the GPS was saying, and of course, that's of course what you're supposed to do is follow that. But are we supposed to be in New York? Just throwing it out there, just a suggestion.
Now, are you asking the keeper?
No, I'm asking, like, I'm saying this in character out loud to everybody in the car.
Oh, okay.
I was sort of wondering that.
Yeah, Karen. Why are you on Jersey?
As much as I enjoyed our interactions with the Princess of Darkness back there,
I drove where the road led me.
Why didn't we just drive straight?
I did.
No.
I drove straight into this
no.
mess.
You went to DC. We should have never gone to DC. We should have just went straight.
Well, next time you can have your own car and you can drive your own fucking car.
Maybe if we didn't have her drive for 20 hours straight, you know.
That was her decision, not ours.
Sure. Sure.
I may or may not need a nap.
I think we all could use some sleep.
Maybe somebody call CW, let them know we might be a little delayed at where we're supposed to be.
Yeah, I got it. I'll call CW. I'm gonna pull out my phone, get out of the car, be like, Karen, can you handle getting us motel rooms while I call CW?
Yep.
Awesome. And I'm gonna call CW.
Okay. Yeah, he answers the phone. Oh, hello, Val. It's only been 25 hours since your departure. How can I assist you?
We're in New Jersey.
I'm sorry, Val, are you there?
We're in New Jersey.
Hello?
CW?
Val, are you... And then it just cuts off.
Fuck. Guys, we have a problem.
And you see that you also have no cellular service.
We have no service. I have no service.
Fantasmic.
CW just knows that I think he might know we're in New Jersey.
As long as he knows we're alive, which you've technically done.
That's about all I've done.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Alright.
Let's get some sleep and then figure out how to get the fuck out of this place.
Let's find
Just,
the nearest
Of course, yeah, okay. Sure.
I thought you didn't want to go fuck with Birdman.
What? Yeah. We're napping. Whether you like it or not. We're napping. To the nearest motel, hotel, what?
Yeah.
I'm so fucking...
I mean, it's right there. Let's just say you pulled into their parking lot already. There's only like 5 buildings in this entire town. And one of them is like a ridiculously like 2020 style CVS. It's the most modern thing in this entire town.
Fantastic. We're gonna go there.
To the CVS?
Yeah. Get out of the car.
Alright, I'm already out of the car. I called CW.
Yeah, so y'all staying at the motel for the day?
Just at least 10 to 8, well, 8 to 10 hours minimum.
Well, Karen won't let anybody else drive the car, and she's been driving for like 20 plus hours. So
Yeah. My needs me a good solid nap.
Yeah, so, I mean, when you walk into the motel, it looks like this old, grizzlied woman at the front desk, and she just goes, "Hey, how can I help you?"
Is she speaking into one of those like things she holds by the hole in her neck
Nope.
too? No. Okay.
Do
We-
not get Chaz or Sean on that.
She's not even looking at you. She's just like looking at a word search.
We need 3 rooms.
Yeah, that'll be $300.
Done.
It comes with a tour guide at
No,
7 o'clock.
Yeah,
You get a first in-line meeting with the Jersey Devil at 7:15.
I don't need a.
We
Miss,
just need sleep.
Miss
Look,
Smoke.
it's a package deal. It's either all or nothing. You either get it or you don't.
That's fine. We just want
And
you
no,
to just here. We're going to sleep.
we don't believe in non-smoking rooms here. They're all smoking all the
Good.
time.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'm so happy.
I as the technical supervisor / higher paid person will
handed
give
your black
her
card?
right. I'm gonna give her more cough DM, whatever you want to make that number is. I'll
Yeah.
give her more than is technically necessary for the rooms and to shut the fuck up and not mess with us. It's one of those.
She
I'll give you
takes.
all the monies to just not.
Yeah, she charges you exactly what she told you that the price was going to be, and just hands you a receipt. Please sign the bottom.
I'm gonna start doing the robot and say, yes, you should sign that, Karen.
What room number is mine?
Whatever's on the key.
Ooh,
What's on the key?
I
I don't
slept.
know.
I call rooming with Val.
She just throws a set of keys on the desk. She hasn't looked up from her word search this whole time. She just throws a whole set of keys on the top.
At this point, I'm gonna run to the room, unlock it, get in, lock it back, and then move the dresser, and move the dresser at one of the beds and slam it in front of the door.
I'm gonna
Okay.
hang wings
Yeah.
inside the room.
You've never been inside one of these rooms.
I can literally see the wall to the room. Okay, I can also go to a person I'm familiar with too. It says that. So okay, I'm gonna angel wings to Val.
Yeah, where you angel wings, and it's a queen size bed.
You have your own room.
I just wanted to hang out.
I want to.
So yeah, Karen, you got the receipt for these rooms, and you have 2 other keys.
I do.
You gonna take one for yourself?
I'm gonna.
Absolutely.
These rooms stink. They just smell like straight cigarette smoke.
I'm gonna light up a cigarette.
There is a complimentary bottle of moonshine on every nightstand.
And then I'm gonna take the moonshine and drink it. I'm gonna slam that shit. Like, slam it.
Just
Yeah,
find a soft area.
yeah. This
and
is one
sleep.
thing. You know, Val, you've drank a lot in your day of this human alcohol, and this is one thing that when you slam it like halfway through the jar, you are freaking wasted. You literally pass out on the floor
Good.
immediately.
Awesome.
I'm gonna find like I'm gonna. Oh, is there any stick-like object in here? Because I'm gonna start poking Val with it.
Yeah, there's everything, and Val looks basically dead now for just drinking this white lightning that was she just started chugging.
Not knowing what that she's probably fine. I'm gonna run over to. Is Ace staying with Karen? I assume Ace is staying with Karen.
You have no idea where they are. You got to start running down the halls, and you cannot find them anywhere.
Okay, I'm gonna angel wings to Ace.
Ace, what are you doing in your room?
I'll look at Karen and like see the keys and like, 2 keys, 2 of us. I guess. Okay. You seem like you need to rest, and I'll take the other set of keys and not follow hers. So I'll head to my own room.
Yeah. As soon as you walk in the door, and as soon as you open the door and take one step across the threshold, Dex teleports right in front of your face.
Ace, Val's dead. Val's dead. She died. She drank this stuff and she died. She's dead.
Isn't she undead?
She's re-dead.
Re-dead? Undead.
She's re-deadited. Deadified.
I don't know how many remixes of dead you can be, but I'm pretty sure she's probably gonna be okay then.
She's unre-deadified. She's dead. She's dead, Ace.
I'm just gonna assume.
Ace.
No.
You have to hide the body.
I'm tired.
I can't.
So this bedroom, it doesn't look modernized at all. Let me just tell you, all this stuff looks super old. There is a mason jar, like a 32-ounce mason jar on each nightstand full of white liquid, and it just has a note that says, "You're welcome." And
is your even spelled right?
No, it's just YOUR.
It's YER.
I will unscrew the lid to the white liquid and just take a smell. Like how bad and how potent does this stuff smell?
You almost feel tipsy from smelling it.
Ooh, yeah, no, I will screw the lid back onto that.
It burns your eyes and it burns your nose.
Nope. No.
She almost drank the whole bottle of that. That's why I say she's dead. She's dead, Ace.
Well, she's gonna. Dead. She probably is dead now, but she's gonna feel even more dead in the morning.
I need your help to hide the body, Ace.
Yeah, no, I think we're good. I think I just need some rest. It's been a day.
Then I will take on this task by myself. I'm gonna go bury her in the woods.
Yeah. Yeah, you should probably do that.
I will.
Yep, I see absolutely no repercussions coming from that at all.
Alright, I'll let you know how it goes. You can go bury the body.
So, Karen, when you walk into the room, same thing. It's just a queen-size bed. 2 nightstands. Each nightstand has a little mason jar on the side. It just has one card that says "You're welcome," not spelled correctly. Huge grammatical errors on it, and no TV. There is a little radio off to the side, one of those old style alarm clocks. It just goes like wah 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 wah. And yeah, the shower looks nice though. The bathroom looks very clean. It's old, but it's clean.
Right.
My freaking cat will not stop opening this door.
So
Also, cats are annoying.
I close my door, it opens the door. I close it again, it opens the door.
Ditto.
alright, so is there anything else any of y'all want to do here before you take a nap?
I'm burying a body.
Is there Wi-Fi here? Is there internet?
No. No.
Not that I'm really good with that stuff anyway.
13th century. Wi-Fi's there.
I am throwing Val over my shoulder.
Yeah, you pull out your pager, Ace, and you realize that you don't even have Wi-Fi on your pager.
I just grab your cell phone.
I haven't gotten a message from your pager in 30 years.
Actually, do I have any messages on my pager?
No, not at all.
Is there
not one message?
Is there a phone bank nearby for me to respond? Do I go find the payphone bank?
Yeah, you don't even have messages. That's what's so sad about Ace. He's had a pager for like 30 years and you've never gotten one message on it.
Man, I feel like I'm getting kicked a lot.
Alright, so
yeah, me too. And y'all keep rolling 14s and 12s all session.
I am
You're
carrying.
never gonna level up.
I tell you what. Let me let me go ahead and do something here. You know what? Oh, this is bad. But fuck it. Let's make something weird.
Hold on. Let Ace bury this body.
You
Okay.
mean
Dex, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm carrying Val out beyond the tree line.
Okay, it is in the middle of daylight.
I'm still doing
The population of 12 could probably see you.
I am at a fast walking pace, carrying her over my shoulder
Mhm.
into the woods.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just put her on the ground and start pulling dirt away
Okay. Yeah, with your bare hands.
with my bare hands, and I'm going to
Yeah.
very poorly bury her, where she's really just on the ground, covered in dirt, not really buried.
Yeah, that's exactly how she is.
And I'm gonna say, "It's been nice knowing you, good friend. I'm sorry it had to be this way. You will be remembered."
Christ. No,
And
you
I
won't.
just-
And oh, but Jesus.
And you go back to your hotel room to wash up.
Yes.
It's weird
Okay.
because and God, the potato famine of Irish. That's totally what would happen.
Karen, is there anything that you would like to do?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Ace?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, since I saw Karen's key, I know what room number is hers, I assume. So I will walk to Karen's room.
Okay.
I will
Look, I need your ass.
contemplate knocking on the door or not, and I was like, nah, she really needs to have some decent rest and not be disturbed. So I'm going to take out my pocket watch and say an incantation, and I'm going to bar her room from a place or portal from a specific person or type of creature. And I'm going to bar Dex from being able to bother her and enter her room.
Nice. Okay. Understandable.
So I need to do this. This is a roll weird.
Yeah.
All right, I'll roll weird. So that's a 9.
Yeah, it works.
Let's see. Well, it works. There's a glitch. You get to the keeper will decide what the effect of the glitch has on a 9. So
Yeah.
I don't care if you care, but
As far as you know, you have seen your magic work, and you've seen the shimmering field that appears over gateways that you've tried to bar before, hinting the car, the catacombs, stuff like that. As far as you know, it works.
I just gonna put my hand on the door and yeah, I'll just leave her be.
What was the exact verbiage of the incantation, please? Bar this room from Dex, or bar this room of Karen's to Dex?
It was Billy Billy Joe Billy Banana Fana Faux Philly EIOLE I bar Dex from this room.
These bananas BANANAS.
All right.
And then I will return to my room and take a look at that white liquid thing. I will take like the tiniest sip of it.
Oh, it burns like nothing you've ever drank before.
Yeah, no, I
It
screw that back
burns.
on, and I will. It's not like a huge jar. It's like a decent, like a
You
jelly jar.
immediately have acid reflux. Like, you have so much acid reflux. It's ridiculous.
I'll put it in a pocket on the inside of my coat, on my trench coat,
No,
and that's it.
it just
will.
clanks with all the other shit inside of your trench coat.
I will take the time that I know Dex is probably busy doing bad and terrible decisions, and I will go take a shower and then go to bed.
I would like to think that I would like to use angel wings and that I would appear by him while he's taking a shower.
You're busy burying a body. That's
I've
why.
already-
No, I'm doing this while I know you're busy burying a body. That's the whole point.
Okay.
This is my taking some me time because I know you're preoccupied.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm gonna start making it a daily ritual that the bathroom is barred to Dex for whenever I need to go take a shower. But yeah,
All right.
that's my game plan for the night.
I imagine this would happen after the shower then, but I would like to angel wings to Ace. I get there when I get there and update him on the situation.
So when you angel wings to Ace, it's funny because you've angel winged to him before, but this time you feel yourself getting closer to him, and then right when you feel his essence and you reach out to touch him, you feel this force shockwave just throw you back, and you are literally thrown out of his room. Like, you are in the middle of transitioning period of teleporting to him, but you feel like your spirit and your body are just ripped out of the bedroom and just slammed into the wall across the hall.
That was Karen's room, though.
Mm-hmm. Sure was.
Then I start banging on his door.
Okay. Yeah, Ace, dude, you were almost there, man. You were almost there. You were losing consciousness so slow that white lightning was setting so good. Your body was warm, your chest was warm, and then you just hear this do 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 coming from the front door.
I put on whatever janky ass bathrobe that they have in this hotel.
Oh, dude, it's got so many holes.
Yeah, that's fine because I'm half asleep. What? Hey, and
Yeah,
just open the door.
in.
So come in.
Okay,
Yeah.
I open the door and go in.
So, yeah, you go to open the door, and your hand passes right through the doorknob.
What the fuck?
You were unable to touch his door past beating on the wood.
You coming or
Open
not, there, dude?
I need you. I can't touch the door. I don't know why. Let me in.
You can't touch it. You were just banging on it.
I know I can't touch the door handle. I don't know what's going on.
I opened the door.
I
What?
tried to come in.
When you try to walk in, it's like there's this invisible force wall in front of you, and you just go face first into it and just slam right into it as you try to walk as quickly as you can, and you just hit this invisible wall.
Drop the spell.
Oh, I think I know what happened. I don't. Look, man, that's like a whole thing.
I'm gonna get as close as I can to the wall.
Let me say, Ace, you can drop the spell, but if you do, it's all or nothing.
Okay.
If you drop the whole spell, it drops the whole spell. You will have access to Karen's room.
Dex, I made a thing to try and keep Karen protected, so it only works. I can drop this if you give me your word. You will not disturb Karen.
I'm gonna say in a hushed tone, her mind is too pure for this.
What? Ugh. You know what? Maybe it might have been a little bit of white liquid I drank earlier, but yeah, that's still what. You know what? I don't need to know. I dropped the spell.
I buried the body, Ace.
Okay, I thought we were talking metaphorically. Did you literally bury a body?
I did it, Ace.
She's gonna be so hella pissed. She's gonna be so pissed. So, hypothetically speaking, if she happens to not be dead and wakes up with a massive hangover covered in dirt, how do you think that's gonna play out tomorrow?
I don't think that's gonna be the case. I'm pretty sure she's dead.
Hypothetically, How would you handle that situation, Dex?
So let me reiterate this. It is like 7 o'clock in the morning. It is y'all are going to bed in the morning time.
I think that she would probably come to the realization of, I guess I should probably be dead right now, and then actually die. But I don't want her to die. Should I go dig her up? I don't know if I should dig her up or not.
All right. Well, I'm assuming Ace would know, or we found out before. Vampires aren't super thrilled about being out in the daytime. Daywalkers are not. It's probably not their preference. So, what's done is done. I don't think we can really fix this now. And I'm pretty tired. So I'm going to lay down and we will deal with the snafu this is going to be when I wake up.
Okay, but I mean, I don't think we need to wait for her. I mean, she drank a lot of that stuff, which I'm sure was poison. I don't think
As he's saying this, I'm just crawling back into bed.
Okay, good night. My person. Remember, it's between you and me. Okay, we can go down.
By the
together.
way, he hears the snoring, but my eyes are still wide open, but he doesn't see him.
I keep talking to him for like 5 more minutes before I realize he's actually asleep, and then leave.
Oh, I'm still not asleep, but
Yeah. All right. Well, everybody gets a pretty good morning rest. I mean, I guess it's like afternoon. You all sleep for about 8 hours. And as soon as nightfall and twilight starts to hit you, Val, you wake up and you feel refreshed. You feel good. Why are you underground?
you feel an earthworm in your ear?
And it is like, this is not the first time you've woken up under Earth. Wasn't expecting it to happen so soon, but yeah, you feel pretty good.
Oh, why was I?
Last thing you remember is Ace badgering you about something, or Dex badgering you about something, and you just started chugging this firewater
Dex, you're dead.
in your room.
I'm going to get up as fast as I can, and I'm running to Dex.
Okay. Dex, are you in her bed?
I'm watching Cartoon Network.
I'm gonna kick open the door.
Zombie! Zombie!
So, Dex, while you're watching Cartoon Network, you see this dresser fly across the room as the door is swiftly kicked open.
I pull up my flaming sword. I'm not swinging it. I'm just holding it in between me and her. Begone, foul being! The undead walk the earth!
I am undead, and now I'm going to kill you. I swear it.
Begone, zombie! Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. As I hold a finger out, like 1 second as I pull up my phone, I start scrolling through YouTube. I play the song "Kill the Zombies" by shooting them in the head. I'm just like, be back, foul zombie.
So, Ace, you wake up down the hall and you just hear this screaming of "Die, zombie!
I thought,
I'm gonna kill you!"
I thought Dex went to sleep in my room. Did he go back to his own room?
No,
Yeah,
I went back
he's
together,
in
though.
his room. Yeah, Ace, you just wake up to this screaming
Wait,
of
so-
"I'm gonna kill you!"
I'm sorry,
Die,
can I
zombie!
hear in my room or in his own room?
Oh, down the hall, coming from down the hall.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in your room, and Karen, you're in the main lobby by this point. I mean, you've already woken back up, gotten yourself all pampered, and everything like that.
Well, first things first, I will get up and get dressed, hear all this going on, and like, fucking knew it was coming. Coffee, that's what's coming. And I'll start to make myself a cup of coffee and light a cigarette.
Alright, Dex. First off, it's not the last time, that's not the first or the last time I will probably be buried underground. But why did you bury me underground?
Because you were dead. You're a zombie.
I am not a zombie, I'm a vampire, you stupid, stupid, Angel.
Zombies aren't supposed to be able to talk. Do me a favor, hold your arms out and go,
She's gonna put her hand on her whip. Listen closely. I'm going to swear I'm going to eat you one day.
I know, because you hunger for brains.
You don't have any, you're a fucking angel. They're all stupid.
So about this time, I want to say that y'all's bedrooms are like on the second floor, right? Val, with you rushing into the room, confronting Dex, you feel this force of just getting shoved so hard you fly through the glass window and over the balcony. And it's only going to take you one harm. As Dex, you see Jimothy run in and go, "Oh, shit, bad. I didn't know what you were doing now. I will protect you. I will
Timothy, Timothy, she's a zombie. She's a zombie.
Oh, we gotta run, Dex. My car outside."
She's a zombie, Timothy. Timothy, we have to run. Don't let her bite you.
He just grabs your arm and starts dragging you with this immense strength. Like, even with your angelic strength, you know that this dude is dragging you.
Good call, Timothy. We have to run. It's the zombie apocalypse, Timothy.
Yeah, and he is just dragging you down the hallway. Karen, you're sitting. You just heard all this screaming noise, and you're sitting there trying your damnedest to enjoy this coffee as you see Jimothy dragging Dex down the hallway and through the lobby back to his car.
Karen, it's the zombie apocalypse. Come with me if you want to live. Get to the chopper.
Garbage. Just go away.
At this point, Val's just gonna walk, covered in dirt, gonna walk to the lobby, look at Karen and go, I'm gonna kill him. He buried me in the woods.
So, with just one arm, he lifts you up by like the scruff of your neck there, Dex, and he throws you in the back of the station wagon and hops in the driver's seat. And he just keeps saying, "She bad, she bad."
She is bad. She's a zombie. She's turned into a zombie.
He starts up the car and he just starts driving away.
Oh shit. We have to go back, Timothy. We can't leave without them.
Timothy, don't go back. Mama always said, "You, Timothy, don't you mess with no zombies. They come after you." Timothy, don't mess with no zombies. That's what Mama said.
Can I do something beyond human limitations?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
So I want to create. I'm trying to herd Jimothy here. I want to create an illusion of zombies directly in his path and directly along the side of the road in a direction that will lead him back to the motel.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll your weird for using magic,
I don't
and then
see this
we will
going
cut
bad at
over
all.
to Ace. What are you doing?
I will step out of my room and see Jimothy
Good talk, man.
dragging Dex, and I'll just hold up my coffee in like a salute, and I was like, these are not that bad of bath slippers. Everything else was shit, but... And I will start making my way towards Karen's room with my bath slippers on. Everything else I have on regular clothes.
I mean, you can kind of see over the balcony that Karen's sitting in the lobby.
Yeah, I'm making my way in that direction.
Okay. And you see, as you're approaching, you see also Val coming in through the front door, and she is just covered in dirt.
Hey, I got a shower. I think I might have used all the hot water, but you're welcome to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill Dex.
Good luck. I'm gonna go enjoy the continental breakfast or whatever they've got here. Feel free to join us when you're done.
Yeah, you get over there and it's the same lady, and she's just like, "Would you like sausage, links, or patties? Patties or links?"
I'll take one.
I'm just gonna go to my room, take a shower, try to wipe off all the dirt off my leather. out of my premium leather and try to get it clean.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but you can do it. You just gotta use Ace's toothbrush.
And then I'm gonna go back to the lobby.
So I'm pretty sure Dex got kidnapped by hill people.
I think I saw Jimothy. He threw me over the balcony. Jimothy threw me over the balcony and then was dragging Ace. I thought he was supposed to be an angel.
But yeah.
Or Dex. I thought he was supposed to be an angel. After I got like one of the best nights of sleep I've ever had. I wasn't mad about being underground. I was mad that he buried me for no reason. Anyways, are we gonna figure out how to get to New York?
Oh, let me help you. If you need to go to New York, you just hop on I-70 and it takes you all the way there. It's like a 4-hour trip. You notice as this lady's just like hovering over your table, just like listening to your conversations.
Thanks. Sausage leak and more coffee.
Miss?
She just like pulls out of her pocket a couple sausage links and drops them on your plate.
Is there a phone we can use? A phone
Lens,
bank?
good CC.
Yeah.
I need to respond
Over
to.
at the CVS, they sell phones.
Well, do you have a phone we can use?
Yeah,
here?
we do. Yeah, it's over at the CVS.
Okay. So yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys. I was going to talk to Dex, but Dex is busy with the hill people. Why are we here? Like, I get that, you know, Karen was obviously very tired, and this is definitely not on her fault at all. But, it seems like everybody else was having some trouble contacting headquarters and whatnot. I'm gonna go across the street and see if I can make a phone call and at least let them know what's going on, but I think we're good. I think we're getting pulled here. By something.
Oh, fuck. You know what? I bet it's the Birdman from last night.
The Jersey Devil?
Yeah.
Maybe. But at the very least, I think we need to let some people know that we're not where they were expecting us.
So, with the three of you talking in this lobby, and this older lady walks off, and she goes back into her little office area behind the counter, you hear the front door jingle with a little bell as you see this tall figure, roughly around 7 feet tall, just an amazing height. And he's just wearing these just all black clothes, looks like black combat boots, black tactical pants tucked into the boots, and a long black trench coat and a turtleneck with a black mask that goes up to over his nose, and he's got these red ruby sunglasses and a hood that comes over his head, and he just looks at all of you and he says, "You're not supposed to be here."
And who are you?
Do we recognize this guy?
Do you recognize a lot of people with ruby red sunglasses?
I mean, it seems like a pretty, you know, trademark kind of look, so I don't know.
I'm gonna say, are any of you cultists?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Val would be would know about cultists.
Let me say this. Did any of you pick up a specialization of cultists?
Isn't that what I picked? I know I'm not there, but
Yeah.
The only thing that we've said is I am a jack of all trades, so I know a little bit about everything. So I probably know cults a little bit. I might know that he is a cultist, but beyond that, probably not.
As soon as he also says, "You're not supposed to be here," he whips his trench coat back and grabs this chain whip and flicks it out to the side. As you see this, it just, when the sunlight hits it, it just sparkles with this light.
Val's gonna pull her whip.
And then, he just cracks this whip off to the side, and he's going to swing it back behind him and whip it towards y'all. And when he whips it towards y'all, he hits the table, and the entire table just explodes. the loads that y'all are all sitting at, and each one of you is going to take 1 harm.
That's a pretty whip you got there.
I ignore the 1 harm with my
That's fine.
jacket.
Yeah,
Okay.
I ignore the 1 harm as well. But
I will set my broken coffee cup down.
On what? The floor?
Yeah, basically, just
So
like
What?
I want to imagine that like it's like
Let's-
3/4 of it is still there, so I'll just take like the last little sip of what like little bit
Yeah,
of
let's
coffee is
do
in there,
it.
and then I'll just drop it and why?
So let's everybody roll a d20 except for Dex.
Oh, come
So
on. Okay.
Karen, Ace, and Val, roll a
So-
d20, please.
Kelly just had to step away. I think she's going to
Mm-hmm.
bed, but I can roll for her if you need me to.
Oh, what? Monster of the Week only goes till 10 o'clock.
Yeah. She was kind of done. She had a long day.
I got an 18.
I understand that.
Uh,
Okay.
Ace gets an 8.
We'll just say that in the explosion of the table, she just bumps her head a little too hard against the wall and just knocked out for this little moment.
Okay. Just out of, I don't know if I need to roll for however you want to do it, but if this is a whip that I've seen the likeliness before, does it spark any
Yeah,
recognition?
actually, roll a. So tell me, high or low?
Oh, we go high, buddy.
High. I'm gonna roll a percentile dice. 50 and higher, you might recognize it, and that is a 1.
On
That
a
is
you
a
have
100.
percentile dice.
So
That was 100,
Huh?
dude.
no, that's a 1.
I saw a 1 and double 0. That's a 100.
Yeah, 000 means 100. 3 zeros mean 100.
Yeah, no, it was 100. That's how you write out 100.
Yeah, not according to Fantasy Grounds.
No, this is according to me in this moment right now
Oh,
saying.
okay. Yeah, well, that's not how it works. 3 zeros equals 100. 1 and a 00 equals 1.
I did not know that because I never rolled D100s and I got excited about that for a moment. So, okay, but fair enough. Okay, so low.
Remember, the 00s always indicate tens, so zeros can equal 0 or they can equal 100 depending on what the D10 rolls. If the D10 rolls a 0, then that means it's a 100.
I'd take your word for it, man.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Or if it rolls a 10, that means it's a 100. If it's a 10 and a double zeros, if it's a 1 and double zeros, that means it's a 1. If that makes sense. Okay, anyways. So, yeah, you see this whip and you think for a second, you're like, I think I know something about that. And then the explosion happens and you're like, oh no, I don't know, that's not the same thing that I've seen.
Alright. Wonderful.
Yeah, so Val, actually, I'm going to let you go first.
Pretty whip. Guess I'm gonna have to take it from you as I'm going to.
Yeah, you
Literally.
can try.
Good. As I'm gonna go and attack with my whip.
All right.
Are we changing music? Are we getting into battle music?
Yeah.
That is an 8 plus 3.
To kick some ass.
Yep. I roll weird instead of tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just wondering what it is that you're choosing.
Yeah, to kick some ass.
Yeah, what? I mean, you got what, 11?
Yeah.
Okay, so choose your extra effect. You gain advantage, take 1 forward, or give 1 forward to another hunter, inflict terrible harm, plus 1 harm, you suffer less harm, minus 1 harm, or you force them where you want them.
I'm going to force them where I want them and pull them into me.
Okay, so your whip, I think we talked about your whip did 1 harm base, because it's just a regular whip. So you deal 1 harm to this guy, and he actually, when you pull him in, you see because he's holding the whip with his right hand, you see him pull out this small metal dagger, and when you yank his body towards you, he just shivs you straight in the gut. So I need you to take 3 harm.
Alright, and I will ignore 1 of that, so I'll only take 2 harm.
And so he's gonna go, and he's going to just unravel your whip from him, and he's just going to be like, yeah, I can see why you want my whip. Your whip is shit. And then he takes 1 leap back as he pulls the whip back behind him and cracks it towards Ace. Yeah, so Ace, this is like some damage towards you. What would you want to do? Because he's kicking some ass too.
Can I roll to protect someone during that?
Yes, you can.
My main concern is to body block and protect Karen because she's down and out.
Well, he's attacking you because she's on the floor.
That's my concern, though, would be to make sure that she's okay. So if I have to take a hit, I take the hit, but I'm not. My main thing right now is making sure that Karen's okay.
I'm gonna use my ancient fighting arts while using an old-fashioned hand weapon. I get a +1 whenever I roll to protect someone.
Where did you pick up the ancient fighting arts from?
I got the take a move from another playbook.
I think or not recruit, but whatever it's called, initiate. That's what it is.
The initiate. Okay, mentor, apprentice, ancient fighting arts, and you inflict 1 harm, and you get a +1 whenever you protect someone. Okay, so you get a +1 when you protect someone. What did you roll to protect? Another 8.
An 8.
And then to protect someone is
9.
tough.
Plus tough.
Yeah, plus tough.
Tough would be a +1 as well.
So that's a 10. 8 plus 1 plus 1. So it's a 10. You rolled 2 10s. So you can suffer little harm, -1 harm to you. All impending danger is now focused on you. You inflict harm on the enemy, or you hold back the enemy back.
I'm gonna inflict harm on the enemy.
Okay. So how are you inflicting harm on this enemy? Because his whip is still cracking towards Ace. Now, Ace, you notice that this whip doesn't actually hit you, but it cracks about 1 inch away from your chest, and when it does, you see this small little white orb form between the whip and you, and then all of a sudden this white orb turns into just this ball of explosion as you get thrown back against the wall, and you're going to suffer 3 harm.
I'm going to, in the midst of the right before the explosion, I'm just going to crack my whip and hit the tip of his with mine, so it flings the whip back to him.
So, hold on. His damage still has to be dealt.
Right.
So you can't just interrupt all of his damage. So, but you can use a move to attack him at this time.
So the only thing I need clarification.
I thought I was supposed to roll to protect. So does that not protect him from the damage?
No, because you chose to inflict harm on the enemy rather than to protect. When you inflict harm on the enemy, you're disregarding the protect someone and you're stacking another turn to inflict harm. But I did -1 harm from the whip damage to him because it is a base protection. So you would suffer 4 harm, but instead you suffer 3 harm and you get to inflict damage on this guy.
Gotcha.
So you're not taking you can make it where you can take all of the damage away.
Well then, you know what, I'll just do it to where I don't care about his damage. I'll just take all the damage away then.
Okay.
I'll nullify all damage.
So you want to nullify all damage towards Ace and then take 1 less harm, or all impending danger is now focused on you.
I'll take all away from Ace and take 1 less harm.
Okay, so instead of Ace, you taking let's
Okay.
So right as the whip is flying towards Ace, you jump in front and you see this little yellow orb blow up right in front of you as soon as the whip cracks in front of you, Val. between you, or in front of you, as you are now between the whip and Ace. And when it cracks, you get flung back for 3 damage. And Ace, as you are now slammed against the wall by Val, you take 1 harm. But I know you drop 1 harm because of your robes.
2, but yeah. Here's my question. Karen, who I was trying to stand next to, what happens to her?
Nothing.
Does her body get flung or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
She is probably about 15 feet away from y'all. She got thrown pretty far away. So she's like in a corner behind like a peace lily or something. But you can tell that this guy is not focusing on her. She's already down and out for the count.
Okay.
Sorry about that, Ace.
No.
Has Jimothy turned around yet?
Oh, yeah, it's going... Well, it's Ace's turn. So, Ace?
So, seeing Karen knocked out and flung, yeah, you see, this is, Ace takes a turn. That was a mistake. And I will reach into my coat and I'll take out the ritual knife, and I'll start to untape the handle. Start to. And while I do, I'll chant an incantation, and I'll go ahead and fire a frost missile at him.
So, are you doing kick some ass?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you're shooting a frost missile?
Frost missile, and for kick some ass, I roll weird for being me.
Okay. Ooh. So instead, you can add an additional effect. You completely hold the advantage. All hunters involved fight get +1. You suffer no harm at all. Your attack inflicts double the normal harm. Your attack drives the enemy away in a rout.
Seeing Karen on the ground, I want to send him away.
Okay. So you see, as you pull out this missile, or as you start to do your incantation behind Val, and you dip out from the side of her to throw this incantation out, like as if you're throwing like a little ice dagger towards him, you see at the same time, he also has ducked to the side and almost matched, like mirrored your entire movement, and he too is throwing the dagger that he had in his hand straight at you. So you're going to take 2 harm as this dagger just pierces straight into like your clavicle.
Does it ignore the coat?
Yes, this dagger does.
Okay.
And it just pierces you just right there, right below the clavicle. I think that's the clavicle. That's that bone that's right across your top of your chest, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it just pierces right below that. And it looked like he had almost mirrored your entire movement as you have ducked to the side around Val to throw this magic. But when your missile hits him, how much damage does it do?
It's not much. It does... For a missile, it's 1 harm, and then with the frost, it's an extra harm and restraining. So
okay.
It's 2 harm and it restrains him.
So you see, as your missile hits you, it has this... You see it fly normally, and right before it hits him, it just explodes. And when it explodes, you see him go flying back out through this front door, completely shattering the entire front glass door. And he flies like 30, 40 feet across the parking lot. And he just rolls across the ground, as he has just been yeeted outside of the building by your missile.
And I don't know if there's movement or anything, but I will move to, again, body block for Karen.
Yeah, I mean, she's tucked away while y'all are in here.
I'm going to check on her. That's my priority.
And then Gavin. So dude, Jimothy is swerving all over. He's like, oh, I gotta hit all the zombies. Mama said if you run them over, you'll kill them. And he's just swerving all over. Oh, he is, dude. and he slams on the brakes. And as he slams on the brakes, you come flying up almost into the front seat as you see this figure just rolling across the ground
Did Jimothy
through
just
the
get
parking lot.
from the car? Oh, okay.
No, not Jimothy. Across the parking lot. Like y'all are pulling back into the parking lot, and he slams on the brakes. And as you're like slammed up against the front seat, you see this body come flying, like blowing out the side of this building,
Question.
the front of the building, and starts rolling across the ground.
Do I see him get hit by a spell?
No, you just see this body being flung across the parking lot.
I don't notice like an ice crystal stuck to him or anything.
No, I would say no, not really. But it is coming from the motel that y'all are just in, so you can
tell Jimothy to run over him, but I wouldn't actually know that this is a bad guy at this point.
Jimothy goes, oh, what's going on?
Jimothy, what does Jimothy say? Oh,
yeah. Hit it, Jimothy, hit it.
I'm saying never hit nobody without getting the insurance information first.
Run over him, Jimothy. It's his own.
You get the insurance and then you. God bless Jimothy.
Jimothy, run over him or we're gonna die.
Nope, can't do that, Jimothy. Not contracted to run people over.
Stop the car.
The car is stopped.
Okay, I get out of the car. I'm gonna run up to this guy and. Are you okay, sir? Don't worry, I'm an angel.
Do you need help? Call 911.
So you're running over to him?
Yeah, I'm gonna. If I would notice him being hostile, then I would immediately try to stab him. But if I don't notice that,
right. So as you're running up to him, he looks over at you, and you just see it looks like the sunlight hits his ruby sunglasses, and they just flash this red light, and he just says, "Welcome to the party." And he cracks his whip towards you.
Okay.
So you're like, he cracks the whip in a way to where he keeps you at bay. Like you have to stop and slide a little bit. You're like 20 feet away from him.
Can I use magic?
We're gonna say no, not this round. I need you to roll a d20.
I don't know what the other guys rolled.
Ace rolled an 8, so you'll be going after Ace goes again. But yeah, Ace, as you go to move and you see Dex running up to this guy and the whip crack, you feel this tugging at your chest as you feel as though the dagger has, like you look down at the dagger and it's shaking, and then it just gets ripped from your chest and it flies back to this dude as he has his hand out, and the dagger just flies right back into his hand.
Is there... I don't get any kind of reaction to that, do I?
I'm gonna say no, but it is extremely painful.
Okay.
You don't take any more harm, but you are actively bleeding. So, if I could, at the end of this right now, what is y'all's wounds or harms?
I just took 2 from that, because he did 3 from hitting me with the well, you said he did... how many points of damage? It was 2
So,
and ignored armor.
Val blocked you. You
Right,
did
but
take one before. Hold on. You took one before that ignored. You took another one that it got ignored.
And then
but
he
then
did
when he
2
stabbed
that ignored
you,
armor. So
yeah.
I have 2 harm.
Okay. Val?
I have 3 harm.
3 harm? Okay. Alright. So y'all make sure you keep that up, because Val, you are almost in critical condition. 1 more harm and you'll be in very bad.
Yeah,
4 harm is very bad.
That's why I'm about to do what I'm doing now.
Yeah, but
Okay.
well, I don't know. He's supposed to be running away.
When
I don't know how
you
to play
mark a basic move as an advanced move, what does that do?
I thought you said you were kind of ignoring that whole thing.
Yeah, I'm ignoring the marking a base move as an advanced move. You mean as like a level up thing?
Yeah, like because I have mark 2 basic moves as advanced.
Where do you see that?
It's one of the options that you get to pick. Like that's why I pick it.
Level up.
Yeah.
What is that, under monstrous?
Yeah.
Monstrous. Yeah, you need to swap that over to something else. How many of those advanced improvements do you have?
Those are the only 2 advanced improvements that I have is the take another from a book
Yeah,
and that one.
so advanced improvements, you only get 1 every 5 levels, so you should only have 1 from level 5, and then at level 10 you get another one. So you should only have 1. So just mark that one off and keep
Okay.
keep
I think
the
this is
other
my
one.
old, I think this is my old character sheet. That's why because I fucked it up.
So yeah, just mark that one off as if you don't have it. We're not doing advanced moves because this was like the first introduction to the game, and we kind of fucked it up already by like episode 3. So it's whatever.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm just gonna go run up and do life drain.
You're gonna try and grapple him.
I
So,
mean,
as you're running
he's
up-
already on the ground, so
Well, he's standing now. Well, kind of standing. He's like on one knee.
yeah.
But
I'm
you
just
can
gonna
see
go to
that
bite his
the
neck.
knee that's touching the ground is almost completely encased in ice
Yeah, I'm
as
just
you're
gonna
running
go.
up to him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go run up and bite his ass and life drain.
Okay.
So. That's 6.
6 for some kick some ass.
6 for some kick some ass.
So, as you go, hold on 1 second. I actually have to look something up because you'll fail so often. I forget what the things it is that I can do.
Oh, because of course the 6 I failed.
I mean,
Yes.
the only thing I'm curious about is he not running away? Or is it like, I knocked him away, not like that was the extent of the route?
Yeah, you drove him back far enough to where y'all could run away. Like, if you wanted to grab Karen right now, there is no way he'll be able to get back inside of this building
Okay.
before you have a chance to run away.
Okay.
He's like 40 feet away, or from the entrance of the building, because he was still at the entrance of the building when y'all were fighting him. So from where you are right now, dude, he's like 50, 60 feet away.
Okay.
He's pretty far away right now. So yeah, the whole attack driving enemy away in a route, it's basically you have enough time to run if you want to.
I get
And you
what
can
you're
get
saying,
Karen
but
out of harm.
I'm still good with it.
Is that?
Yep.
Is that good?
No, I'm good. Perfectly
Okay.
good, man. The main
So-
thing, I like to try and play it where you see Ace is always very protective of Karen, and that was
Right,
the
yeah.
main goal. So,
I
okay.
completely get it.
Alright.
Yeah, I just have to look up this one thing real quick. Yeah, you're gonna suffer. I'm gonna pull a hard move here, man. And you're gonna suffer an unstable wound. So as you go to bite him, this dagger that he's called back to him, as you go to pounce on top of him, he just shoves it straight up through the bottom of your mouth. You're gonna suffer 3 harm, ignore armor.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
And then as he stabs you up, he just grabs the back of your head and just flips you over behind him. And I'm going to tell you, that's going to take a long time for that wound to heal. And that goes for the same as you, Ace. That wound that you sustained, it's bleeding pretty profusely.
Ah shit. Okay.
And I think, Ace, that's on you.
Okay. First things
Or no.
first.
No, this guy goes before you. Yeah, he goes before you. So he's going to just take his turn after flipping Val behind him.
If he
And
tries to attack Val, I'm gonna protect someone.
okay, yeah, you're right there. You can easily get in the way. But no, he's going to. You see him take his left hand where the dagger is, and then he just flips the dagger upside down and whips his coat back, and you can see that he has like 6 more of these daggers down the left side of his body, and he sheaths this one dagger and then pulls this small metal vial out from his belt, and then just pops the cap of this vial and then drops the vial on the ground, and the entire area around Val, Dex, and him is just immediately coated in this thick fog of smoke. It's just, you can't see through it.
Okay.
And then now, Ace, it's your turn. You look outside and you just see this wall of just smoke billowing around this area.
Alright, first things first. I want to do a quick once over. Just look, make sure Karen's okay.
Yeah, Karen is fine. She's breathing fine. Yeah, her head's bleeding a little bit, but she's fine. But you do hear a commotion coming from outside.
Can I do some cool shit just to try?
Yeah.
I want to.
You can try and do whatever you want.
I want to try and use some magic and attack. But I'll roll for the use magic. If it doesn't work, then I get fucking screwed. That's fine.
Okay.
So
what is it that you're trying to do? Because I do believe a spell slinger can use magic as kick some ass.
Well, it says they roll weird for.
Yeah, they roll, but
yeah, that's what I mean.
I want to take the ritual knife, and I'm bleeding profusely, and I will hold the ritual knife up
Stab myself back in the wound.
Well, I'll touch it to the blood of my off of my neck there, and I'll mutter something, and then I want to try and enhance my abilities, and I will want to try and leap the 40 feet all the way out there, and you'll start to see me hella pissed and leap all the way out there into the middle of the fray.
Okay. I will say when you can do this if you can roll if you roll a 10 or higher, you do it without bumping into somebody. And then if you roll a 6, yeah, it is a giant fog of smoke, like just a huge billowing smoke pile.
So this
do one thing that's beyond human limitations? Sure, let's go with that. And then you can,
and then I get another +1 to that, so that's a 15.
I mean, that's sure. Okay. You want to use it works. What is it that you just want to leap?
I want to slam down with such a degree of force that it disperses the smoke.
What spell do you have that can do that?
Well, this is what I'm talking about. I'm just using magic to do one thing that is beyond human limitations. I'm basically going all out as a fucking wizard because I'm pissed.
Yeah, so you do this, and you see this figure. You see it looks as though the ice had frozen a footprint and almost an entire leg to the floor, but that ice has been broken, and this figure is almost in like this crouch position, ready to pounce behind Dex as you slam down. And the fog has started to disperse around like the 10 feet of y'all, but it is now went from just a field of fog to just a ring, and it's slowly starting to close back in.
Alright, I want to, I was trying to make it where I could do that and an attack. I don't know if that's all I can do, so you tell me.
I'm going to say you disperse the fog so everybody can see everybody in there.
Okay.
And you leaped like 40 something feet. So that's, let's say since you rolled so high, what is the advanced move on use of magic?
Next I'm gonna actually attack him, so if I can do that or not.
Is there a keeper will offer you some added benefit? So the guy is behind Dex. If you want to have a little bit of your magic be harmful, the guy is technically behind Dex by this point, so it will ultimately, it might hit Dex as well if you want to. That's up to you to decide.
Dex is looking pretty healthy, right? He hadn't been hit yet.
Correct.
Do I get to decide like what the attack is and what goes on with it? This is all.
Yeah, but just know that Dex will suffer 1 harm, and it will ignore his armor.
Okay, that's fine because I'm blindly very very angry. So.
Dex can handle it.
Yeah. Well, it won't be anything too crazy, but I'll hit them both then.
Okay.
With my necromantic feature.
All right. What is your necromantic feature?
Well, it depends. If it was a missile or my wall, it does 1 harm. But necromantic makes it life drain, and I siphon the life out of them.
Well, if you use the necromantic feature, it will also siphon 1 life from Dex too. Yep. That's up to you to decide. So you'll get healed from the 1 point from Dex, and then how much damage do you do total?
Well, it depends. This is usually my combat magic. You can do either a missile or a wall, and both of them do 1 harm.
Okay, so 1 harm. So both of them will suffer 1 harm, and you'll life drain from both of them.
So I'm back at full health. Yay!
Okay, but let me say this. Even though you're back at no harm, that wound is still open, and it is still bleeding.
I will, as I land, the ritual knife, the hilt has started to be unwrapped, but it's still got about 2/3 of it still wrapped. And I'll point to him. You don't want to fuck with us, and you don't want to fuck with her. Looking back at Karen. That's it.
Who?
I've said my piece.
Okay. So, Dex, it's your turn.
Alright, so I'm about to do some anime shit here. So I'm going to sword to my side, run around him in like a semicircle until I get to the point where Val is
trips you.
In between me and him.
All you have to do is spin around.
Okay.
If you just do a 180, you are already between him and Val.
Then I was trying to do some cool shit. I was trying to run back and then jump over Val and like come down in a jumping, wiping motion with my sword.
Okay, maybe I'm not describing this well. He was in front of you. He flipped Val immediately behind him, and then he ran around you. Okay, so if you turn around, he is right there behind you.
Then I'm going to turn around on a dime and misinterpreting the whole situation and say, "I see you present yourself, Jersey Devil," as I pull my sword out and I'm trying to intercede my body between him and Val. And I'm
already there.
Come straight at him and like with a shank from my sword. I'm going for a straight up gut jab.
Okay.
So do I need to roll some ass?
Yeah, roll some kick some ass. When you say that to him, he just goes, "Are you really that much of an idiot?"
That's a 7.
Okay, so that's mixed results. Y'all are not doing too good in this fight. I'm just saying.
Great. I don't know what you're talking about with me. I rolled a 14 and a 15.
Okay. On a 7+, you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. The amount of harm is based on the established dangers in the game. That usually means you inflict harm rating of your weapon and the enemy inflicts harm rating of their weapon. Alright, so what is the harm rating of your weapon?
So it is 3 harm, but keep in mind, I have Smite, which says my divine weapons and my body always count as a weakness. So if he has any weakness, this counts as a weakness.
Okay.
But yes, that is 3 harm, hand, holy, fire, messy.
Okay, so that's 3 harm, holy, and messy?
Well, it's 3... Actually, I had it wrong. It's 3 harm, hand, fire, holy.
Okay, hand just means it's literally like you have to be right there in their space.
Yeah, so Mainly, it's just fire and holy. But it's 3 harm, and it counts as a weakness if he has a weakness.
Yeah, so you go to stab at him, and you see your blade. It almost seems like the blade goes to cut his side as he like dips to his right, and you stab one straight forward, and your sword just stabs and cuts the left side of his body as his whip comes from the side, and it cracks right there in front of you, and it explodes on top of you. So you deal your harm, and he deals his, as this explosion knocks you back 10 feet onto the ground, and you suffer 3 harm from this explosion.
And then he just harmed by 1. Does that apply to this?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So
and
I
then
have
he just
3 wounds now.
Yeah, and he puts his hand on his side, and he just looks down at the blood, and he looks back at you, and he goes, "Oh, it seems that you have finally drawn blood. This might be a little fun." And then Val, back to you.
I'm not in front of Val anymore, am I?
You are on the ground with Val.
Okay, so I'm by Val then.
Yeah, you and Val are literally laying on the ground right beside each other.
Val's gonna get up, and she is going to...
How many wounds do you have, Brandon?
A lot.
Like 6, right?
6 of 7.
Dude, you take harm again, I think you're dead.
She's gonna get up, and she's going to run inside to that old lady, and she's going to life drain everything out of her.
Oh my god, you're gonna eat the blood of an innocent.
So you run inside. You run inside. Well, hold on. Higher vampires do not have bloodlust.
Yeah, I get that, but she, at this point, she's taken enough damage, she doesn't care, she's just trying to get...
Right, okay. Well, when you run inside, the only person you find is Karen. That old lady that walked into that back room, she is nowhere to be seen.
So the only person I see is...
Karen.
Alright, well, she's going to just fucking hightail it.
Yeah, and oh, by the way, until you fix your mouth, you cannot add your tough benefit to your bite.
Okay, yeah, she's just gonna keep a distance.
You're gonna grab Karen and move her back. And
yeah,
I'm
grabbing Karen and I'm running.
Okay. So you do know that you have regenerative abilities, but this wound seems completely unnatural. Like no wound you've suffered so far by any steel blade.
Gotcha. Yeah, she's just gonna grab Karen and run.
Okay.
As fast I have.
Are you running to Karen's car, or are you running to?
Yeah, I'm gonna run to Karen's car and get the hell out. Get to the wall. I'm gonna go to Walgreens, man.
CVS. Thank you.
CVS.
Yeah, this episode is sponsored by CVS. But anyways, so Ace and Dex, y'all see Val run over and grab Karen, and she is currently they're both making their way. You see Karen is starting to have a little bit of consciousness as they are starting to make their way back to Karen's car, which is just out in front of the main doors.
Alright, and that's what I'm going to be doing for the next, 2
okay.
turns.
And,
Can I look at this and say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just going to say, just you and me, like old times, buddy.
Old times.
That was it. That's all I wanted to say.
So, you see this figure, he takes his whip, and he flicks his wrist again, and you see the chains wrap around his fist and his arm, and then he pulls out a dagger. And then he spins around real quick away from the both of you as this car drives, this Volkswagen station wagon comes driving through the fog, and like this guy goes to try and jump up into the air, but the car hits the bottom of his feet, and the car just flies right between the two of you and slams on its brake. And you see Jimothy go, "Oh, Jimothy's scared. He drive. Y'all get in. We leave." Do y'all get in the car?
Fuck yeah, we do!
Can I attack before I get in the car?
I'm gonna say with the hit from Jimothy, this dude has now fallen into his fog, and you cannot see him.
As I do want to see if I can actually. I'm gonna see if I can anchor him to a point so he doesn't chase us. That's all I want to try and do.
You can do that, but
Okay.
I'm going to tell you that this will take your turn, and he will have another turn before you can get back in the car.
I say we can get in the car next turn. I say we try to fuck him up a little more.
Okay, well, you cannot see him, so go ahead and take your turn, Ace.
So I'm going to use magic to trap a specific person, minion, or monster, and I'm going to try and trap him and basically make an arcane, whatever you want to call it. The
Okay,
chain
I
lock
need to
that
know
ground point.
exactly how you describe this guy to perform this magic, this type of magic on him.
Okay, I want to pierce
Because
all.
it has to be a specific person,
Okay.
and you can't just say this fuckhead.
Well, this fuckhead. So,
You said you couldn't say that.
I will.
Well,
How about? I'll even say this. I have a bit of his life essence inside me. I will take the ritual dagger and I will put it up against me, and I will cut it into myself to take 1 harm to even make this work. To draw
Okay.
on the life essence of this creature that I just absorbed his life essence. And I will say, I will want to pin all 4 of his extremities to be yanked down to the ground and held in his current location. And I will trap this person, minion, or monster to this location.
okay.
While we make
Go
our
ahead and roll
escape.
some weird.
And I'll say that's 1 harm that ignores armor, and I'll take that. So there, I'll mark myself down for a harm. Let's roll some weird.
Jeez.
And then, yeah, that's just a straight up 11. Because I don't get a +1 to that.
Okay.
The magic works without issues. I get to choose the effect, and that's the effect I want.
Okay. You feel as though your magic is working.
And I will use whatever else I can on my turn to get the fuck in the car so we can get out of
Yep,
there.
you open the door to the car. Alright. So his arms and legs are restrained to the ground, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so
It's basically the idea that I had in my mind is like, if you all of a sudden had 4 harpoons shoot out of the ground and hit him in his shoulder joints and like knee joints, and then all of a sudden those harpoons like yank straight down to the ground. That's where we yank
Correct.
him down. That's my imagery that I had.
okay. Dex, what are you doing?
I would like to make a perception check to see if I notice him.
Oh, okay, yeah, throw out a you know what, throw out a D10, and if you, or a D20, you get a natural 20, and you can see this dude through all the smoke.
I have to get a natural 20.
Yep. Because perception checks don't even work in this game. So
Okay, I'd like to try to find him.
you want to waste your entire turn trying to find this guy? I'll let you.
I want to stab him.
Well, no, you can either find him in the smoke, or you can not. You can use your turn to try and find him in the smoke, or you can not.
Let me think. So, I would like to try something then.
Mhm.
Should I at least... What I want to try is to cast out evil. I know I can't see him, but it says you may banish an unnatural creature from your presence.
Yep.
He is in my presence. Can I
He's
do
an
that?
Unnatural creature.
and I don't know whether he is or not, but
How would Dex know?
I wouldn't, which is why I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
So, asking you, can I pull this off without seeing him? Because it says from your presence. He is in my presence.
Yeah. By the way the presence is, yes, you can.
Okay.
This
So,
could work.
as I'm running towards the car, I understand I won't be able to get into the car this turn, but I'm sort of backpedaling, like quickly walking backwards as I'm trying to do this in the direction of the car.
Okay.
So I rolled tough for this. It sounds like it'd be weird, but it's not. That's an 11.
Okay. You feel as though you cast this banishment correctly. You feel as though you said the words right. You've done this before, but you do not feel any sort of banishment leave from this area.
Okay, so I would imagine by this point he is not a unnatural creature.
Correct.
Okay, then I'm just getting as close to the car as I can on my turn, and
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, just take that, Jersey Devil, be gone. And but in my heart, knowing that he's still there. But yeah, make my way towards the car. That's my turn.
All right.
However, let me get.
So I will allow. All right, so we're gonna move to Val's turn. Val, you get Karen into the car. You start up the car. Where are you going? You're just gonna start driving?
Brando.
He
Brandon?
gone.
It shows him still in the chat.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's here.
Okay, well, Val starts driving off in Karen's car. Jimothy hits the gas and he whips in right behind her, and he starts driving off. And
Without us in the car.
no, y'all get in the car. So
Okay.
y'all open the doors, y'all jump in the car, and he just peels out. Y'all don't even have time to shut the back doors. Or, Dex, do you get in the front seat or the back seat?
I get in the front seat.
Okay, so Ace, as he's driving off, you see this figure, like you turn around and look out the back window, and you see this figure. He steps out of the smoke cloud, and he just waves, or he waves to you, and then it looks like he points his fingers at you with his thumb extended, and then he just like pushes his thumb down as if he was shooting a gun. And then the entire back pane of the car just implodes back to inside the car as the car drives off.
So he like got out
Shot
of
out
my
the
magic.
back windshield.
Yeah, he ended up getting out of the magic. But it took him a minute. Like, it took his entire turn and then a whole round of y'all just driving off. And as y'all are like a couple hundred feet away.
Let me say, is there any way, if there was a turn, that I could do something while I saw him doing that?
You're several hundred feet away, but
Sure. But
what would you like to do? Shoot a missile at him?
No, I'm gonna put up an ice wall between us.
Well, he doesn't have. You don't see any there. So let me
I
say,
see
in this
him getting
parking
up and
lot,
making a
there's-
finger gun at us. I mean, like.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you see him making a finger gun, yeah.
I'll throw up
Hey.
an ice wall to block the path between us, just because I don't know what this dude can do or what he's all about.
Yeah.
Question: is there any
So
way I
roll
can
some weird. All you have to do is roll higher than a 10, and I will say that this ice wall. Yeah, definitely. You throw up this ice wall. As soon as you see him pull up his hands and make this finger gun towards you, you throw up an ice wall right behind you, and the entire ice wall just explodes.
I will say, because I have my ritual knife, I'll wave my hands and say my incantation, and then I'll add some extra flair to the incantation that ends with me giving the double bird to this guy as we go off, and you see an ice wall form up behind us, and then I guess immediately get exploded.
Yeah. All right.
So the ice wall gets broken.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It looks like a rocket hit
Well,
it.
he's doing 3 harm, and that's literally like the life of an ice wall, man.
Okay. So no, I'm glad. Can I do something, Tony? And I'm not one to beg the DM.
Okay. So
I'm gonna
let
beg
me
you.
say, you are now 200 meters away from this guy. He is a
If I
tiny
can-
little black speck in the distance.
I just need to be able to see him.
Okay, what is it that you're doing?
I want to use Hex, and the magical effect that I want to do is the target breaks something precious or important.
Where do you even find this hex? Who has it?
It is in the spooky. It adds some extra
Yes.
effects to my use magic, and the last one that it adds is the target breaks something precious or important. This is my first time trying to use this feature of the hex. And,
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not making have
Roll.
massive diarrhea.
Yeah.
Roll for it.
Okay. It's a 13.
Ooh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
All right. So you continue to cast this hex, and you believe that it solidifies on this person, and y'all drive off. And that's where we're gonna end this game tonight.
Can I do just one? It's not even a thing against him, but can I make
Okay,
one more roll?
Against who or for what? You're no longer in combat. You cannot see this
No,
guy.
that's fine. I'm not trying to do combat. I investigate a mystery. Is all I want to do.
Okay. Yep. Well, hold on. Ask me. Yeah, go ahead and make them. Yeah, they're the same thing. Investigate a mystery and read a bad situation are two of the same thing.
Yeah, I really just want to investigate a mystery because of everything about that guy. So use my private eye skills, and I will roll sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, actually, I get a +4 to that, so that's still a 10 because I'm a private eye. That's
Well,
the first bad roll I've had. Oh wait, that
actually,
with the
that's
+3,
that's a
so
7.
it's +1.
It's a
So
7.
it's a 7,
Yeah.
so I get 1.
Yeah, you get one whole.
God, still with the 1 to 2, that's not
so
terrible.
You're in front of your computer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so read down the questions of read a bad situation or investigate a mystery, and you just kind of tell me which one it is that you want. Just
Well,
ask me
it's
one
what happened
question.
here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What's being concealed here? Can we use the luck point after we rolled, or do I have to use it before?
No. There's no luck point. Oh, wait.
He's talking about like the
Oh,
luck
Luck.
get for
You
I
want
luck
to
to change the
actually
roll to
use
a
your
12.
luck? Oh, I love it when y'all use y'all's lucks. I have so much stuff stacked already.
I will use luck.
Okay, yeah, it is now a 12. You may ask the keeper any question you want about the mystery, not just the listed ones.
So I get to ask, what is it? 3 questions? 4 questions?
2.
That's it.
But as an investigative mystery, as a 12, it does not have to be a question on the list. They can be any questions you want to ask.
Nah, I'll just take my 1 question. I won't use the luck point then.
Okay.
And I will just ask, what sort of creature is it? Just what was that thing?
Okay. You've been in Hive for a while. So what you've worked a couple different jobs. And in these jobs you've met a certain cell of people. And these people called themselves the professionals. And these professionals were battle-hardened people. They were the best at just dealing with these people. Just everything. They knew everything. They knew tactics, battle tactics. Some of the fighting styles that you saw, like how this guy was able to it seemed like this guy was able to mirror your movement when you were casting a spell. Like, he knew where you were going to be. When Dex ran up to him, he knew how much distance he needed to put between him and Dex. When Val charged at him as a vampire, he knew how to counter her attack. This guy reminds you so much of a few professionals that you've met in Hive, and you've seen them fight against monsters, and their ability to predict monsters' movements before they make them was unprecedented. And you feel like this guy shows those same traits.
Have I ever heard of anything of like a rogue agent that like trained by Hive but left for whatever reasons?
No, not at all.
But have I ever heard of another organization that had the same kind of training? Or is this like, that was probably a dude from Hive attacking people from Hive?
You have never heard of that information before. No.
Okay. But it's probably worthwhile to investigate now.
Correct.
Okay.
And why? But one thing that rings in your mind is when he first approached Shaw, he said, "You're not supposed to be here." How would he know where you were supposed to be?
That was some of that I kind of caught on to. Okay. It was alright. I like it. We had a fight that wasn't like an instant.
Also, let me end at this. Once you get about an hour into your drive, Val pulls over on the side of the road. And when you walk up to her car, she is unconscious, and there is blood going all the way, like coating all of her clothes and just draining from the bottom of her mouth.
I would try to heal her with magic, but if you want to get into that next session, we can.
So, yeah, that is how we will end this episode. You walk up, and Val is literally dying. And Ace, if you don't, you will suffer 1 harm every hour you do not seal up that hole in your chest.
Yeah, we can roll for that on the next session. But if in an hour's time of that drive, I'll use some magic to.
Yeah, I figured y'all would have tried something to heal you at least.
I've got a good bonus to that, so yeah.
But yeah,
I've got a +4.
Val is in a incredible, like,
I imagine
how she's been able
Val's
to
at
hold
the
on
point of
this
being
long.
critical that like we actually had to go somewhere to deal with it.
Yeah,
it's not a.
She is almost on the brink of dying. If y'all do not use some type of magic, she will die.
Yeah.
Because these wounds do not close without magical means.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna make this a magic-y healing team effort.
Well, that's all right. I'm the tank, the investigator, and the healer of this group. So I got it.
I should really pick up Leon.
I really don't want to die.
There you are. We tried talking to you
Oh,
earlier.
yeah.
Sorry, I was helping out girlfriend.
Yeah, you're good.
You know, I think on my next level up, I'm gonna pick up Leon hand.
But yeah, so at the start of next game, if Val does not get some kind of healing, she will be in the dying condition.
Speaking of, we need to do the end of session wrap up.
No, we don't, because y'all didn't do shit. But
we did.
bitching and complaining with it. No, you didn't.
Oh yes,
Yeah, we
I
did.
did. Yes, I did.
We
Val
still
died.
can question.
Val almost died. But alright, y'all did the end of session wrap up. I got to go so I can go help.
Yeah, you're
girlfriend,
good.
And
You're
I will
good.
talk to you later.
Alright, man. Alright, end of session. Did they conclude the current mystery? Mystery.
No,
We
one was
absolutely
definitely
did
created,
not.
but
Did you engage in a new
In
mystery?
fact, we didn't
mystery,
even conclude the
mystery?
previous mystery is what we found out. So you know,
Y'all
there's
haven't found out shit. Y'all haven't
No.
found out shit about nothing.
I said we didn't conclude the previous mystery because.
How would you know that?
yeah, we
We,
wouldn't.
we don't know that, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, you don't know that. Did you get involved with a new mystery?
Yes, we did.
All right, then we'll mark that as an experience point.
Like
Okay.
2 new mysteries technically.
Okay. Did they save someone from certain death? Or worse.
I mean, I don't know. I did a whole lot to protect Karen, so I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, let's say it counts. Although you
I
could
made
tell.
a zombie, so technically, like, I saved the world.
Let me just reiterate to Sean. This guy did not go after Karen. Once she was unconscious, that was it. His attention was off. He didn't even look down towards her.
That's what I get, but there's what Sean would do and what Ace would do. Ace saw Karen get hurt and get knocked out and onto the corner of the room, and I
Correct.
reacted accordingly to that. So
Oh,
Correct.
that's what Sean would do.
yeah, well, I mean, if Kelly and not Karen was Karen, I don't give a shit about Karen. I give a shit about Kelly. Ace gives a shit about Karen. All right, unless we have some wife swap, couples retreat time, we don't care about the other one's spouses.
That would be an interesting couples retreat.
Okay, so
Okay, so I'll mark
that's
that the second one.
that's a yes for the second one.
Did we learn something
something
new or important about the world? I mean, aside from the fact that there's the professionals. I don't know if that, but beyond that, no. We learned that Karen is a mafia princess. Actually, you know what? Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters? So that'll be the next question. So.
Okay, so
we learned that the Jersey Devil is a guy with a whip wearing rose-colored sunglasses.
No,
that's
we
false.
learned that might have been a professional. I don't know if you can count this learning because Ace technically already knew that. I don't know how that gauges, but Ace knew that there's a Jersey Devil that had murdered people, and even though he hadn't been very active in the last 70 years, like very active, but insurance claims and whatnot, some of them might have been legitimate, and he is alive and going in New Jersey out in the woods.
Okay, so let's just mark 3 yeses, so that's 2 experience points.
Okay.
Sweet.
Now, Val needs to mark an experience point for that total 6 that she bogged, but she's not here. So.
I can add it to the character sheet.
Sure.
But I don't think Val's character sheet is up to date.
Nope.
So
It'll have to be later.
Oh,
I don't think she's. Yeah.
So, going to your, I'll write you a message later, Tony. But there was a thing I wanted to write you.
Okay.
When we were talking about backstories, I actually remembered something from something. As
sure.
amazingly accurate as that sounds, that I kind of wanted to implement in the game. If it's cool with you, I'll write you a message about it though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So, final question, and this will be worth 5 entire experience points. Not really, but just get excited as if it was. How did y'all enjoy the session?
Dude, it was a ton of fun, man. I really liked it.
it was the perfect mix of fuckery and actual serious shit.
I mean, it was like the first half of it was like we could tell you were wanting to get something because we were dicking around. It was like Dum Dums again. We've played that joke. It's done. And then we got into a fight with something that we couldn't insta kill. I really enjoyed it, man. I did.
Hey, I swapped Dum Dums for nachos and Slurpees.
As shitty as it is that this session was just like, well, Ace is a pretty terrible guy. That's what you thought, but in truth, he's even worse. Like, so I mean, like, I got skills, I got capabilities, but like, damn. But it was all good, man. I really enjoyed today. This was a good
but
one.
you take care of Karen, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
You take care of your sugar mama.
Between like me, I think I played the character well in that regard of sticking to
So,
that. So I mean, it works. But like that's the thing is, I feel like we've actually gotten a pretty strong ordeal of what's canon and what's thematic in this game, as much as we just screw around. And I like the fact that we have this weird random structure that we've made with this weird our own set of character-based rules of like who would do what in the situation. So I like it, man. I like the formula that we've done, and I really like the fact that
what did Karen call her parents? Her dad's name was Ray.
Ray and Joanne, it's her actual parents' names, which is what I thought was so hilarious. Because I was like, oh, that's touching on some personal, like real life shit there. It's like, Joanne. I'm like, because I've literally heard her talk to her mom like that. Joanne, come on. I'm like, oh, this is getting a little close to home there, honey. I don't know if you want to do that.
What did y'all think about that part?
Oh, dude, that was awesome.
That was pretty funny.
The fact that this game is like when we have those moments, because it's those moments that like tell the most about character back history, and this is one of the things that I love about this way better than D&D. Because in D&D, and I've talked to Gavin about this, we never find out about people's backstories. We never find out about their history. Like, even in Gavin's campaign, like, it's taken us, like, 2 years to find out about certain people's backstories. But, like, you force this issue in your game, but it's in a fun, lackluster, like, easygoing way. Like, oh, well, it's canon now, or maybe it is, maybe it isn't, that she's a mafia princess. Like, this is something that's just happened. This is a thing now. And, like, we'll play into that for the rest of this game. And, like, that is so much more fun than, let me be an edgelord, I have to talk about the dark of, like, having to grow up in a mafia family. Like, I don't need that for 45 minutes in a session.
What did y'all think about my NPC, Sarah? The goth.
The NPC stuff is awesome. Like, I gotta give you props, dude. The NPC things, I mean, Jimothy is fucking amazing. Karen's parents, I loved every aspect of it. The other ones, I mean, they're great, but the only thing that they failed is in comparison to the other ones that you've done. So it's like, there's certain ones like the fucking Taco Tuesday and all that.
Stars.
Yeah. So, and
wait, what? What about the Taco Tuesday?
I'm just saying, like, that in general, it just, dude, it was great. So, I mean, like, and I like the fact that even as players in your game, we have such little control over our own backstories. It makes it move so much easier, and it's so much more fun and lighthearted that I enjoy it. And that's something I actually really like that better than D&D, is the fact that I don't even control my own backstory.
You know, I was actually thinking at work after I sent you that text message the other day, and I was asking about the backstories. Like, do y'all want to just run with it, or just improv your backstories as we go? And you were like, oh yeah, let's just improv it as we go. And then I was like, perfect, because I was already thinking about the whole Taco Tuesday thing.
It's so much great because I can just basically play my character in the moment, and it's like I don't even know my own backstory. I can just find out as we go, and then it's just like, because it makes it where I don't have to be like, guys, hold on, let me tell you about my dark history.
The moment Kelly put Karen and then the tycoon as her specialization, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, if you don't write a backstory, your dad is a mafia overlord from New York. Like, that is exactly what I was thinking.
That's why I like, because it goes back to what it was, is like when your history of, like, when you're working with your teammates, you pick one of these things and you don't pick your own, you pick like somebody else's, like, this is how I tie into them.
Oh yeah, I love that, dude. I love that aspect.
You don't get to control your own backstory is a huge perk to this game, and the way that, like, to be honest, if we ever have to, like, restart Monster of the Week because we get too powerful in this campaign or whatever, we need to keep that. We need to keep it where you get to pick, like, a couple aspects of it, but the details, you don't pick your own backstory. Either the gamekeeper or other players do. It's so much better that way. Honestly, that's one of the best things about this game.
So, Tony, you have my full permission to decide how I know black magic.
Alright, let me go and cut the recording here, guys, because I'm still going, but let me...
Yeah,